Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
It's Wednesday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? That means that we super fooled all of you with a pre-recorded 45-minute show yesterday. That's what that means.
Got you. Did it sound live into the show?
I know it did because I saw the text line. I know people were texting me about Shohei Ohtani.
People were calling in too.
Yeah,
because I was sitting here listening to it.
Put them on.
People were calling.
We were too busy being celebrity judges at a Chili's cook-off. I'm not joking at all. We'll talk more about that later. Starting the program with us, the most famous man in all of New Mexico, Steve Stocker. Steve, welcome.
What up?
Well, now I will be, now that I'm on your show.
Okay,
right?
There we go. Steve,
We literally call it the Two Men On drip.
Yes.
Come on the program, good things are going to happen.
Well, I'm about to happen then. Okay, here we go.
You're about to pop.
I've
You
been
just
waiting,
wait.
I've been waiting for this moment. 40 years now.
Patience pays off, brother.
We regularly argue about the most famous person in the state of New Mexico, and we can never come up with a better name than Steve Stocker. So how fortunate we are right now. You got a bunch of stuff going on in the upcoming future. Got a big event coming up on July the 29th. We're going to talk about that, partnering with friend of the show, Aqua 505. Let's go on that to jump into School Bash. You and I will be, no, Van, you're out of town. I'll be there. I'm going to set up a little vendor booth. I'm going to talk about sports and dads and kind of all the things that go on with helping some people. Steve, talk to us about what's going on with jump into School Bash.
Well, it sounds like a great deal. It's been going on. This will be the third year, and I just got off the phone with Selena Trujillo, who's really the impetus behind all of this.
Right.
And she's a local businesswoman. She runs a company called Bossware. She grew up as a foster child.
Oh, okay.
And didn't have much at all. And as she got successful in her business, she decided 3 years ago she was going to do something. She started off in like a little quarter-acre parking lot down at 4th and Manal. And the folks that run the sheriff's posse heard about what she was doing with this back-to-school bash. They jumped in. She was bigger last year, and this year she thinks it's going to be the biggest yet. So we've got all kinds of things planned, and between now and next week, we've got invitations for people to take school supplies, drop them off at all the Bernalillo County fire departments, and then some other locations that are on her website that I'll give you guys in a little bit as we continue talking. And then they're going to stuff these into backpacks, and kids from all over the community and all over the state are going to come in on the 29th, and she makes it a big party. They've got entertainment out there at the Sheriff's Posse there on in the North Valley. The kids are going to get free hot dogs, a bag of chips, and a soft drink. They'll have food trucks for the rest of us, all kinds of things going on. And she's telling me it's like an acre of covered ground. So even, those of you that are
that's me. You're about to describe me.
Don't want to be out in the sun. Not that either one of you look pasty or anything.
I literally, that's how I describe myself on Tinder.
Yeah, I need a dome.
Pasty, skinny white guy.
Yeah. I need a dome to protect me.
Covered, and it sounds like so much fun. This is new for me. I'm going to be one of the MCs out there, and just let people know what's going on as they come in, and both families that are needing supplies for their kids, and just people from the general public are invited to come by and see what's going on. It sounds like a real nice time.
Let me get the details real quick, Van, before you jump in.
Okay.
Saturday, July 29th. It's from noon to 4 p.m. The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Posse, 1038 2nd Street Northwest. You know exactly where that's at if you're a person who gives.
So this is just another feather in your hat, because you're an absolute legend here in New Mexico, and you are always helping the community, whether it's, beds for kids, clothes for kids, helping the animal population. How do you have time for all these pursuits of passion?
And sports.
Well, I'm retired.
Okay.
But, years ago, I was on radio. I did about 15 years in radio, and I really wasn't very good. So I figured out that if I got out into the community and did a lot of things and told people about it, it kind of clicked with the audience.
That's our formula.
Hey, there you go. All right.
No, it
Don't need to
does.
write that down. We do that.
No, it really is a great combination of things when you can be on the air, and there's always plenty to talk about and plenty to do. And I was one of these guys. I made fun of people and had a lot of good times on the radio. But when it comes to community service, there's so many different opportunities that those of us in broadcasting have to point out the good things that are going on in the community. And when my friends called and asked if I would help with this one, I asked what it was all about, because I can't do everything.
Sure.
And I have to say no to a lot of things, but I love kids, and this sounded like fun. And as I talked with Selena, I told her, I said, I have a new hero, and it's you. I mean, this
that's
lady
amazing.
is really outstanding, and can't wait. I have yet to meet her in person, but I will do that on the 29th, and I can't wait for that.
Steve Stucker joining us on the program. We're talking about upcoming events. We're talking about efforts in the community, but we can't go any further without talking about this heat dome, Steve.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Not my department anymore. I tell people, go check with Howard Morgan. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember Howard. He's been gone for several years. I did his funeral service a couple of years ago.
Oh my gosh.
He was on air here for, I think, 45 years as the Channel 7 weatherman. And when people give me a hard time about being wrong with the forecast, I'd always, you must be still listening to Howard Morgan, I tell him. So I really haven't paid much attention, except that you're right. It's hot out there, Fred.
It's too much. I think I've lived here 6 years now. This is the first summer where I felt hot. I feel like before I'd always been okay.
Well, yeah, it's a dry heat, right?
Let's stop.
Yeah, sure.
We were in Texas, even at the beach, it was 92, 94 heat and 92, 94% humidity. And it was pretty miserable. Here we get the low humidity and heat. I like it 90 to 100. Above 100, it's a little toasty, but you guys just need to come over and hang at the pool, and then
There you
you
go.
can do your show there somehow.
Good answer.
Okay.
I just, on the record, heat domes are real. We need Van to understand that. It's not a thing I made up. Heat domes actually exist.
Steve, we've been going at this for weeks now. Heat domes aren't real. He found this on some shady website, and then he keeps repeating it like he thinks he's Steve Stucker.
It's like a big hut. It's like a big, it's like a big bubble of hot air. And until a storm comes in and pops it, it's supposed to be monsoon season. I actually got rain right down the street from here yesterday. It rained like 2 different times, got my car all wet. By the time I got back home out to Paradise Hills, nothing, not a drop.
How's Bedford Kids doing right now?
We're doing really well. We have placed over 17,000 people. And that amazes me because it was never my idea. God had plans I knew nothing about years ago. And we continue to move along. We place at least 200 people in beds every month. We do it almost all with volunteers. I'm still a volunteer. My wife's a volunteer. And I'm the president of the board, but we've got 2 part-time employees, about 100 volunteers, an 8,000 square foot warehouse, a box truck, and a website. And we go to town and we solicit gently used beds and financial support. We buy as many beds as possible. I think the last 2 years, we've put out about $85,000 each year to buy new beds.
There we go.
And we place, 200 a month, and it's really sweet. Kids, of all ages. We try to take care of their parents. There's a lot of kids with grandparents raising them, a lot of foster parents, and it's just really, really sweet.
What's interesting to me, and also a little inside radio here, big thing, my friend Randy Johns volunteers with you.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, he is top tier to me.
He's such a great guy.
Doesn't mean anything to the listener of this show, but he's a spectacular human being, and he gives, and I'm a fan of his.
Well, and Randy is such a good example of somebody just jumping in and using their skill set. He's a retired professional mechanic. He was in the industry for years and years. And we need so much work, not just with our truck that we depend on, but with the families that we work with. Randy's right there. And when we do a big giveaway, Randy's right there. And he just gives and gives. And there are a lot of people like that in New Mexico, thankfully, because otherwise this just wouldn't be possible.
For the friends of the show who are listening, however you're listening, and you're not watching with us on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, Retirement looks good on you, brother.
Got a little tan.
You got a little tan. You got your retirement beard. You got your wispy hair hanging out. You're
you
looking
never let me
good,
grow a
brother.
Beard on TV. The only chance I ever got was my 2-week summer vacation. I'd cheat and not shave for the week before I left.
Okay.
And then I'd come back after 3 weeks and have a little bit of growth, and I'd just go to work with the beard on and just wait. Day 2, day 3. Okay, Steve, what's the deal? You know the rules, the contract, go shave. So now I can finally grow a beard. Like
Who is your boss? George Steinbrenner?
That's what I heard. Hey, you know what I just heard right now is Steve said, well, they don't reimburse me for haircuts anymore, man. This is what I'm doing.
yeah, and I have to buy my own clothes too. It's like, oh my gosh, after 33 years, it's like I have to go buy my own clothing. I don't know what to do.
When's the last time you put a tie on?
I've had them on a few times.
Oh, church. Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Special things, some funerals, some events that I've hosted. And you bring up a funny subject, Fred, because I've given away a ton of my suits and I still have a lot of them to go. I told my wife I'm going to open a store, used men's suits, and I'm going to call it 42 regular because they're all the same size.
I think Van would make a donation to Beds for Kids for a Stucker suit that you could tailor
For sure.
to fit you.
Yeah.
And you would refer to it, you buy multiple, you call it the Stucker collection.
I think you could turn a 42 reg into a 38 long. I'm pretty sure.
I'm
pretty sure.
Steve Stucker with us on the program. So obviously retirement, you got a lot going on in the community. You're helping this weekend, everyone, I guess, that asked, but you got to filter it through. You get any time for sports? You watching the Lobos? You watching anything in your world that's keeping you tuned in?
I'm not as big of a sports fan as I used to be. But I think I just, lost a lot of that during the time crunch over the past years when I was doing 3 different things for jobs and getting up at 2:20 in the morning. I still love to follow professional sports, but I'm kind of at that stage where it's like I start paying attention at the playoffs, instead of following hardcore. Always love local basketball. I've always tried to support local football. Just go way back. You're talking about doing sports dads. Loved coaching Little League baseball when I was a kid. My son actually got to play for the national championship junior college team in Hobbs with Coach Ray when he was down there, and he's got a great ring. It fits me perfectly. And let's be worried about once a year. And tonight, just to prove that I really, really love my wife, Rose, of 30 years, I'm going to a soccer game with her. The United games.
Yeah.
I've never been to one. You guys, can you fill me in? What am I in for?
Have you seen hockey? It's the same thing, but on grass.
That's why I haven't gone.
Well, this one's going to be a little looser too because Sunderland, right?
Sunderland is a friendly.
Yeah, it's a friendly international. And so Sunderland, which has a huge worldwide fan base being out of England, everyone kind of in America is coming to this thing. So if you are a Sunderland fan, you're traveling to New Mexico to see this. So kudos to United for bringing people in. But it won't be the what 9-to-1 ratio it normally is United fans. There'll be a little more Sunderland fans there. And I think this might be the most unique experience of a United game you could possibly experience.
Well, I'm old-fashioned. I know I'm dragging my feet. I know soccer's been the thing for a long, long time.
On the rise here.
My kids played, and I'd go to their games, but I just have never become a fan. I'm a football, baseball, basketball guy. I've had trouble coming to a sport where when you beat the other guy down the field, you get called for offsides. I just have trouble with that. It's like a breakaway in basketball, or sneaking by and running a fly and throwing the bomb in baseball. In football, and then in soccer, it's like, oh no, you got down there too fast. So, it's like I said, I'm going to the game tonight, the match. So I'll be there having fun, I guess.
You're gonna love what the black and yellow do for the community.
Yeah.
You follow, go on a little.
I know that.
Yeah.
I really have been a fan of that, although I have not been out to any matches. So like I said, I'm way late coming to the party, and I'm not even saying I'm coming to the party, and I'm just coming to the game. So, and maybe I'll come away a believer.
The energy is unmatched. You're gonna have an absolute blast.
From the live chat on Facebook.com/TalkABQ, Steve is an ABQ legend and dog lover like Van and myself. I know that's a shot at me, Craig. It's not
Yes,
that I
it
don't
is.
love dogs, Steve.
Uh-huh.
I don't need you to take your dog with you to the hardware store. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm trying to get in and out of there.
And I love dogs, but it does bug me, the people that pretend it's my therapy dog, or
That's literally what I hate it.
They kind of ruin it for everybody. I know, I get it. I was out in the open space walking 4 dogs this morning.
Nice.
If you can do such a thing.
That's the retirement life that I need.
That's so sweet.
If somebody goes,
Now, wait a minute. Retirement life. I was up at 5. You?
6?
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's my
Working
regular.
afternoons, that's good. Okay, good for you.
Yeah, well, and also, can you imagine like anyone going up to Steve Stucker and saying, "Sir, I need to see your kennels license"?
Yeah, sure.
Like it's not not going to happen here.
Oh no, I don't get a free pass with dogs off the leash and all of that.
Yeah.
No, they don't let me slide on anything.
You're over with TJ Trout in about 15 minutes. You want to hang out with us, or you want to go?
Sure, I'm good.
We'll do one more with Steve Stucker when we get back. Also, a little bit of sports talk, I promise. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Taking a look at your traffic this afternoon, we're starting to see some slowdowns on I-40 westbound at 4th Street. Southbound I-40 is starting to slow down as you head through Osuna down to Jefferson. This report is brought to you by Blake's Lottaburger.
Nathan's Hot Dogs are back at Blake's. The new larger lot of dogs are made with 100% premium beef with no fillers. Try it classic or with Blake's chili con carne and cheese. You asked and they listened. Available for a limited time at Blake's Lottaburger.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports
Paul
Animal
is going to do
Clubs
that.
against
Yeah.
Driving in Mexico for their Walk Like Mad event. This walk
Okay,
supports
well, maybe
Mad
I'm not right. Because
walkers from across
So
the
I'm
land
good?
of enchantment.
apparently, because I thought it settled in 2017, but it looks like
First
maybe it
walk at
didn't.
UNM's Johnson Field. And as a thank you, use code TOPES23 for 2 free tickets to Mad's Night at Isotopes Park for the first 100 people.
Dropped a bunch of
Go to walklikemad.org/New Mexico. And we'll see you at the Walk Like
Yeah,
Mad
that's what I'm
event.
seeing here, too. Why is
Weather
the same thing
Guard,
Mexican trying to
name
charge
that stands
me
for
to read their
unmatched
stories?
security in truck boxes, is now making
do
a name
hate
for
that.
itself on the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series circuit. Weather Guard is the official sponsor of the safety
Well, yeah,
and
the old
security
newsman breaking news to us. That should be in our spear.
You guys,
and from job sites
Yeah.
to race sites. Weather Guard truck
We do
boxes
very
feature
little of
double
that
welded
on the
steel,
program.
weather
I don't know if you
steel,
spent
high
some time on our
security
dial,
latches,
but we do
and
very little sports
job
talk
worth
here.
doing. It's a job worth Weather Guard. Learn more at weatherguard.com/truck.
O'Reilly Auto Parts provides more than just the right parts for your repair. Our professional parts people can also offer free check engine light diagnosis. We can scan your vehicle and provide a list of possible fixes. Find the right part for
Due
you.
diligence.
This is such old
Repair
hat.
shop.
This thing
Don't
happened so
ignore
many
your
years
check
ago.
engine light. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It wasn't a big deal. I mean, the colleges do this kind of
These
stuff
days, it's
all the
important to
time,
know
and it was
people and businesses
a
you can
snafu
trust.
with who paid
A
for
lot
it
of places
first
where
and
you
then
can
who
buy
paid
and
back or
There's only a few
whatever.
local
Some kind of a
dealerships where you'll
clerical
find
error
honest
within
people who
the
have your
department,
best
and-
interests in mind.
and
And
somebody
Fiesta Subaru is one of them.
blew it
We've
up
been
big
helping our
time,
neighbors
so, I
save
mean,
money and
that's
drive
why-
dependable cars for
but like I
years.
said,
And we'd love to
when I
help
say
you.
he's a friend,
With new
I-
Subarus arriving daily,
I
you're
have
going to
a
love
party
our
with
selection
him
and the
couple
peace of
times a
mind
year
you'll
because
get
we have
driving a
some-
Subaru from Fiesta.
Okay.
So stop
And,
by and see us today at
he-
Fiesta
his wife-
Subaru on Loomis. Or just
What
start
I mean,
driving
to
down
me, what that was, and obviously I don't know the intricacies of the case, but that happens every day at LSU in Alabama and Texas, and
That's
yeah.
what I'm
Our
saying.
professional parts
It
people
was-
can also
and
offer
it wasn't
free check
anything
engine light
that
diagnosis. We can scan your vehicle and provide a list of possible fixes. Find the right parts for you or recommend a great local repair shop. Don't ignore your check engine light. Stop by your local
Facing up to 12
O'Reilly
years
Auto
and
Parts.
5 figures. For what, like $8 grand?
Well, he's been out of work. When did it happen? Was it 2019,
This could be the start of a
2017,
break-in.
I thought. Or I guess what happened before that.
Or
maybe
the end of
retired.
one.
Police are on their way.
Introducing
Yeah, but
the
it all came pretty close together.
24/7 live threat protection, only from Simply Safe.
Anything else you want to hit on? Anything else you got going on? You want us
To
to pump?
intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response.
I'm going to
For
preach
20% off any new system with fast check monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. There's no
That's pretty cool
like
in my
Simply
book.
Safe.
The Duke City's home for sports.
What's the name of the-
95.9 FM and AM
it's called
610.
One Church.
The
And sports
Animal.
It's the Connie Mack World Series opening day, and we're doing church at the ballpark.
Love that.
So how do we miss that? I wasn't even thinking.
Welcome back to the program. Steve Starker with us. We're talking a little bit off air. The big Connie Mack is going on this weekend in Farmington. You're going to be out there because you're with. Who are you with this weekend in Farmington?
Well, it's an organization loosely tied together called One Church.
Oh, okay.
And it's about 12 to 14 churches that close their doors on Sunday morning, and instead they meet at Ricketts Field
Oh,
at
love it.
9 a.m. to do a big outdoor service, kind of like the Easter service that Calvary does here in Albuquerque
Okay.
at local stadium. And they get 2,000-3,000 people, and it's the opening day for the Connie Mack. I think it's the 58th year that they've been in Farmington there, so it's a big deal with the community. And I get to preach that day. You know, I'm a forecaster and a pastor, and that's my new thing. Is besides running beds for kids, is traveling around the state and being a guest teacher, guest preacher at churches around Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and the rest of the state. And this is my big kickoff. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Love that.
That's a pretty good skill set right there. If you can predict the future like you predicted the weather, your congregation will appreciate
Well,
that.
you know,
Very-
I always say in one of those lines of work, you can lie a little bit now and then. Yeah,
Sure.
You're supposed to speak the truth in love. So.
All right.
I like the idea of preaching to 2,000 individuals and be at the baseball diamond, but do you get to throw out the first pitch? Does that work like that?
Well, I don't think so. Now, you know, I got to do that for the Isotopes this year.
We did it the day after you.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I hope you had better weather. Mine was lousy. Oh my gosh, we about froze to death.
Well, your weather was our ovation.
Yes. Lousy.
Yeah, very loud.
We brought out we're so vain. We brought out like a little camera crew and did like a fun little cut
Yeah,
video thing.
Yeah.
And afterwards we're like, we're gonna put this out. Like the Isotopes are gonna give us a lot of love, and we just got like, you losers. They're like, oh. Just thought we were laughing a
Well,
lot.
you know, I took my 87-year-old mother along.
Yeah.
And it was, I think the wind chill was 38.
Oh, wait.
And she sat there through the seventh inning, and she would have stayed. I weenied out. She's a baseball fanatic from way back. We grew up at the ballpark. And so I have to give her kudos for being so tough. That was fun. I don't think I get to throw out the first pitch for Connie Mack. I'll probably be home by then because they do the pool play stuff
Right,
before that.
Yeah.
And then the first game is Sunday afternoon. I think they do opening ceremony between the first and second game in the afternoon.
I believe it's 8 straight days of baseball. That's my understanding. Yeah, it's an incredible organization.
Talked about it for many, many years on the air. You know, they've always called me with weather forecasts and things like that.
Oh,
'cause
love that.
It comes right at the beginning of monsoon season. So there have been some some weeks when they didn't like me very much.
Monsoon
but-
season doesn't exist anymore. It's over. It's heat dome season.
Yeah, the
Yeah. Heat dome's never going away.
So we saved it to the second set here, but Sandra Nunley.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
So Van's mother, Sandra Nunley, has one celebrity crush, Steve, and it so happens to be you.
It's a true story, my friend.
There was you
How
tell
sweet is that?
how many years was it couldn't miss the 10 o'clock news because Steve
Or anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah, whatever shift Steve was on. She
I was gonna
and by
say-
the way, didn't always live in the area. Carlsbad, New Mexico, and now Flagstaff, Arizona.
Okay, well, Carlsbad's an interviewing audience, so that's good.
Yeah, had no business watching you in Flagstaff, Arizona, but guess who still supported you and everything you did?
Oh, that's sweet. I
Sandra
love that.
K. Nunley.
I love that.
Yeah.
how
And you
quickly
turned out okay anyway. How'd that happen?
it's wild.
It's all her.
We'll take a photo before you leave, Steve. How
Of
quickly
course.
will that go to the top of the mantle, replacing like a childhood photo of you, man? How quickly?
Oh, immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah.
It'll up in that life.
Well, what she's going to do is I'll text her the picture, and then she's going to print it out on a piece of paper.
Yes.
And then that paper will immediately go into a picture frame. And then a couple days later, she'll pick up the real one from Walgreens.
Where does she live now? Is she here in this area now?
Flagstaff,
Or
Arizona.
she's in Flagstaff.
Yeah, they retired and moved to Flagstaff.
Oh,
in
that's sweet.
In your public eye time here in the States, Steve, obviously the weather, obviously news, obviously radio, now in the church, now in your charitable efforts. Where are the most fans of Steve Stucker come from? Where are the most individuals that have supported you while you support others?
I've always been very partial to a place I call the beautiful Espanola Valley.
Yeah.
And they are just great to me. And lots of other places too. Espanola has always been special. Carlsbad has always been really, really great to me.
There you go.
Santa Fe, Albuquerque, I'm not a big deal. At my house, I'm not a big deal.
Sure.
We get out into the other communities. It's a little bit more fun. People get a bit more excited. But I've always said I'm just average, but I'm pretty good at it, and have been out around the community for, September will be 40 years.
Isn't that wild?
Wow.
Never thought I would stay, but here I am.
And humble. Well, yeah. We'll keep filling you with hot air, just like that heat dome.
Yep. I know. If you go to helpyourboys.com, BOIS.com, it'll take you to the Jump into School Bash information there. So helpyourboys.com, the way you always do if you're a friend of the show. It'll get you over to all the pertinent information on how to donate, what to do, how to get there. I redirected it to whatever the website was.
Good. Yeah, please
helpyourboys.com.
donate, and then come see us on the 29th. I'd love to meet you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll be out there. You're out of town, but I'll be out there as well. I'm gonna do a little Bender thing and laugh a lot and hopefully meet some friends of the show and try to coerce them out of giving a little bit. So that's what makes this thing fun. Steve, you got to be over at KKOB right now-ish. Any final words before we let you go, brother?
Take some time to really enjoy your life today, guys, and may God bless.
I love that.
Love that.
Cut that off. We need that. Steve Stucker, everyone. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Steve.
Whenever we get back, more, or I guess the start of sports, it's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports channel.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. If summer is heating up your hiring needs, then you need Indeed. Your
That's kind of,
hiring
we haven't
solution
touched on
makes
it yet.
easy to
Well,
attract,
gonna have to now.
and hire candidates all in one place. Sponsor your first job and get hiring today by visiting Indeed.com/hiring.
Taking a look at your traffic this
Can we do a photo for Mom?
Oh, absolutely. Slowdowns on I-40 westbound at 4th Street. Southbound I-40 is starting to slow down as you head through Osuna down to Jefferson.
Clark's Pet Emporium reminds you that just 10 minutes in a parked car at 85 degrees, even with the windows cracked, can be deadly for your pet. Obviously, some days are even hotter. Clark's Pet Emporium has loved pets and their owners for 50 years. Clark's on Lomas, west of San Mateo, now at Montebo, and at clarkspets.com. This report is sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Proudly providing
Kind of folks on our own logos, Steve.
Yeah.
Maybe I should. I'm Eddie Gaskell from the 96.3.
Hey, Randy just texted me, said, "Good
KKOB
interview."
Traffic Center.
The opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Fox.
CBS is reporting that Mountain West is rejecting the exceptions requested by San Diego State. It may all be moot by next Friday. That's when the June 30th deadline arrives, and there's a problem, right? San Diego State might be paid $16.5 million to leave a league and not have a league to get into, and I think that might be where this ends up going.
You're the Mountain West, you have to take this firm stance. Say this is not personal, it's just business.
95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
You know how those who are the best, whatever it is, just keep finding ways to get better? That's exactly the story at San Diego Golf Club. Voted best golf course in the city in 2022, San Diego Golf Club continues to improve the golf experience for every level of golfer. First off, you need to act quickly on this. The 2023 Champions Club cardholders enrollments are almost sold out for the year. Sign up today and make San Diego your home club. You'll get discounted rounds, Troon Rewards enrollment to travel, and earn points at other Troon facilities along with other discounts and priorities. The more you play, the more you get rewarded. Visit sandiegolf.com. Join San Diego Golf Club's daily deals text line at sandiegolf.com. Click the red ticket to be entered for updates and the best deals offered at the state's best course. And San Diego's professionals are committed to getting you to play your best golf in 2023. Visit their PGA private golf coaches page,
Book your private session with one of their PGA golf coaches. Committed to providing the best experience and the best conditions. Visit sandiegolf.com today and view the best available rates and book your
My brother-in-law now my sister and her kids have to sell.
So Randy Johns was
That's why I told my
is the
husband
father
we
of
would not put off getting life
Randy
insurance
Johns is
any
the
longer.
father of
An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a
So, like,
month.
and he's the
Then we
nicest
called
guy you've ever
SelectQuote.
met.
SelectQuote found
And
us
his daughter
identical
was
coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote can save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452. It's 1-800-452-5050 or go to selectquote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe, here to tell you the biggest thing I've learned about insurance companies over the years, and it's really simple. They don't care about you. That's it. Insurance companies are publicly traded companies who have an obligation to their shareholders to deliver profits. They have teams of investigators, adjusters, and lawyers all working against you from the moment you call them, and they want to pay you as little as possible for your injuries. Hurt in a wreck? Call Lerner & Rowe today.
Can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Carlos Obri-Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Glenn Lerner is only licensed in Nevada.
Mix a little sports analysis, pop culture, and great interviews, and you've got the Rich Eisen Show podcast.
There will be a time where I think I'm going to turn to my grandchildren, knock on wood. Hey, want to see some great moments? It's called a kickoff. They'll be like, what's that? I hate it. At some point, there's got to be someone standing up in the room for the content, for the fans. We're essentially legislating those moments away. And what's left? Fantasy football.
The Rich Eisen Show podcast, wherever you listen.
This is where New Mexico comes for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program. Big thank you to Steve Stucker who joined us.
What a dude.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah,
Iconic.
iconic. We're talking a little bit about my friend Randy Johns, who helps with Beds for Kids. He's in the live chat.
Oh, what's up?
I like that. Sometimes you find helpers in life. He is that. Steve is that.
Doesn't stop helping.
No.
Never stopped helping, even how busy he was with his wildly successful meteorology career, and he's still doing it after retirement. Just wildly impressive.
Meteorology is like baseball. You only have to be right 3 out of 10 times.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
But people get so mad at you. People get so mad at the weatherman.
I could get mad at everyone except Steve Stucker.
Well, except Steve Stucker. But have you
Yeah.
ever noticed on the news? They like blame the weatherman for everything, whatever they're going.
Is that a bit or is that real?
No, it's real.
Yeah, I agree. Did you guys see that plane yesterday in Santa Fe? What was that? That was
Bummer.
wild.
Sad.
All right, give me this Packers story, Van.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you know how the Packers are owned by their fans, i.e. me. Part owner of the Green Bay Football Packers, Van Nunley, with 1 share of the organization. So they're owned by their fans. So since they're publicly owned, they have to release their finances. Okay, is this all tracking?
Yes.
So the Packers announced that they received $374.4 million in national revenue from the NFL.
The NFL has to hate that this exists.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's where I was going with this. So $374.4 million in national revenue from the NFL.
$375 million, you just said.
Okay. Multiply that by 32, and that means the NFL gave out $11.98 billion to their teams last year. You can just call it 12 billion. They gave away $12 billion in revenue sharing to the teams last year. That's not the individual team's profits. That's just their cut from the NFL proper.
Each.
Up
a bill from last year.
$375 million to the Packers, $12 billion total to the NFL.
Which means They made 12 bill this year. They made 11 bill last year. So over the course of the last 2 years, they have made over 20 bill.
Correct.
That's wild to me.
And it went up a bill. Their profits, just the NFL's profits, not the team themselves.
So what is your share?
This is not merch. This is not ticket sales.
What's
this
your
is not
share?
parking fees. I don't know. What's 1 billionth of 374 million? Probably about 74 cents, I think.
Wow.
Not so bad.
I'm going to frame the check when I get it.
So I got a wild question for you guys.
By the way, that's not how it works at all.
I was going to ask. I was like,
my $500 share of the Green Bay Packers might as well be a $500 poster of Brett Favre. It's worth that much.
How do I become an NFL team?
Okay.
like how do you
Excellent
start
question.
or own a team?
I just want to be one.
You want to be a team?
I guess I would like to
You
have
like a cut. Yeah, you'd
I'd
like to be
have
given.
$12
So you
billion.
want to like be the Packers?
be like
Packer.
a cooler one.
I'll tell you what. You got to Marty McFly it back to like 1912. Open up a meat packing factory.
Okay.
Have a bunch of buff ass dudes.
Right.
Throw on some leather helmets.
Meat chuckers.
Have fun on the weekend.
Meat packers.
And you're like, yeah, no,
I see where you
Okay.
Yeah.
I got the prerequisites down.
Coming together like butt cheeks now, isn't it?
So I thought when you were saying Back to the Future, you're going to do the plot line from Back to the Future 2 with the sports betting. That's where I thought you were going. When Biff, everyone has seen Back to the Future 2. I don't really need to break
Is that
this
the one
down.
where you try to go back in time and bang his mom? Is that the one?
That's the first one.
That's the first one. Okay.
It's the greatest trilogy in the history of film.
Okay. That's spoken like
What?
a true insane person.
Today's I-9 Varsity.
Okay.
Today's I-9 Varsity, the varsity of best trilogies in the history of film.
Okay. Here we go.
Put a note down right here. I have to, so many pages.
Yes, friend of the show. We know we've done this one like 5 years ago.
Did we do it
Well,
that? Have we done
It's
this
that
one?
long ago.
I think you can redo them.
Yeah.
Life changes.
I've learned things.
There are new
Things
trilogies.
I've
change,
seen new trilogies.
new movies.
I've grown as a person. I might change.
I think it's good to revisit.
All right, today's
Thank you, Amory.
I-9 Varsity, the boat of trilogies.
Okay, Fred,
Okay.
how about this? How about I give you this? So rumor has it in the last couple of years,
has it.
like the Jacksonville Jaguars might move to a new city.
Sure.
Why don't you take over that team when they move to a new city?
Too much respect for Shad Khan.
Excellent answer.
Put him in the top tier, the absolute top tier.
Okay.
He got did so dirty by the NFL when he was trying to buy the St. Louis Rams from Georgia Fontier. I've been over this about a million times. No one cares. They wanted Stan Kroenke to have it because they knew that Stan Kroenke would take the team back to LA. It was all collusion from the start. And whenever they blocked Shad Khan, University of Illinois graduate Shad Khan, who spent his entireties in the Midwest, a St. Louis Rams fan, a billionaire fan, who was trying to buy the St. Louis Rams from the children of the recently deceased Georgia Fontier, who did not want to own the team. They didn't want anything to do with it. And the NFL said, nah, fam, Stan Kroenke.
Nah, fam.
Yeah.
All my homies hate the NFL.
I could see why, especially
'Cause-
you're talking about the homies in St. Louis.
Yes.
What if you guys came together just like Green Bay people and started a new team there?
A second team in Green Bay?
No,
it's
in
called-
St. Louis.
They have one.
It's called the
the
Battle
St.
Hawks.
Louis Battlehawks. They're in the
Oh.
It's the
XFL.
largest. More fans go to Battlehawks games in St. Louis than the rest of the league combined, which is ridiculous.
And luckily, St. Louis made the right choice because Stan Kroenke, one of the greatest owners in the history of all
I
sports,
will punch you in your mouth.
literally all sports, got one in the STL, took him to LA, got another one in LA, won a couple in Denver, won a hockey one, won a friggin' basketball one, won a friggin' lacrosse one. He's the Thanos of owner. He's got a infinity championship stone for every sport.
You know what would have been cool? If he owned Jacksonville instead of the St. Louis Rams. That would have been fine by me.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Also, this 12 Billy number that went to 32 different guys, or maybe like small groups in some instances, whatever. I don't really know.
Right.
This is why writers and actors are striking right now. Like, distribution of wealth is so weird right now in this country. There's nothing you can do professionally to make this amount of money.
Isn't that insane?
It's insane.
All these billionaire owners just like use guerrilla capitalism and exploited it to make millions and millions and then eventually billions of dollars through capitalism and exploiting the market. And once they get to the top of the heap and they buy an NFL team and they're like, you know what? I'm kind of into socialism now. Let's share the wealth, boys.
It's a good sum.
Yeah.
It's a handsome.
These socialist NFL owners.
Almost as handsome as Steve Stucker.
And look, these owners don't want you knowing how much they make.
No, they want you to think they're impoverished and it's a dying sport.
Yeah, we can't pay our running backs. We're not making any money. Oh yeah? You got the NFL just gave you $375 million. That's not even what from you make. They just gave it to you because you're part of the club. Give Saquon $13.8 million.
Because $10 million is not enough.
All right, guys, I just found a letter here. I'm going to read it to you, okay?
Okay.
From where?
Dear, it looks like it's from NFL owner.
Okay. Oh,
Dear city that I reside in, you may not be aware, but I receive nearly $400 million a year from the entity that I am employed by, the NFLs. Please build me one new stadium. If you do not, I will then go to somewhere else where I can continue to make my $400 million a year in a new stadium paid for by some of the poorest individuals in our state. Thank you very much, NFL owners. I just found that letter.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real letter.
Also, I found another letter.
Oh, okay.
This one isn't real. It's from the NFL saying, oh, the Green Bay Packers are going private. Who would like to buy the Green Bay Packers?
Yes.
We can't be letting our dirt out here on the streets, how much everyone makes hand over fist off of this game.
Also, not to go political because A-Marie yells at me, but for a long time, there's a guy in a red hat that told me the NFL was going broke because it got too woke and allowed people to take a knee and it allowed people to have their own opinion about social exploits of this country that we live in. Just a remembrance of that happening. So stupid. The NFL is going broke the way the Bud Light's going broke. It's not.
Right. They're doing great.
They're doing fine.
Better than ever.
Publicly funded stadiums. Hold up. That makes me pro Stan Kroenke. I just got so mad. He doesn't have a publicly funded stadium.
He paid for it out of his own pocket.
So did Jerry Jones.
Only Kroenke and Jones are the only ones.
Hold up.
Everyone else, you pay for your team to be there.
I'm having an identity crisis right now.
I'm sorry to hear that.
This hurts me.
I've been telling you for years now, since you brought up his name and I realized how much you hate him, that he is the best owner in all of sports.
Oh, wait, just remember, he asked for a ton of public assistance in St. Louis. Such an astronomical number that it could not be provided by the municipality and all the fail-safes in place to keep them there. He railroaded through, stripped the team from the city that it was beloved in, and moved it back to loser-ass Los Angeles, California's, and put it outside the actual city proper because that place sucks. That's what I remember. Never mind, I'm back on my train.
Okay, give me palm trees over sweaty meat out in the middle of nowhere any day.
Why did you go with sweaty meat?
Because that's what you're into. All you Midwesterner people.
You couldn't have said the banks of the muddy Mississippi.
What about the dry rub? Give me a friggin' palm tree. I want a palm tree and a beach.
Why you
Of course Stan Kroenke held the city of St. Louis hostage because St. Louis sucks.
Boy, why you call it frozen custard when it's ice cream? That's where I grew up.
Yeah. You and your stupid toasted raviolis ran out Stan Kroenke. If you weren't in such the armpit of the country, you're basically just a super Anglo El Paso. That's all St. Louis is.
Oh, I like St. Louis.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's a great city, and the Midwest is best.
Okay. Fred learned so much about St. Louis that he left St. Louis.
Well, a lot of people want to leave their hometown, though.
I love twice.
And then some of us are forced to come back to our hometown and make the best of it.
Okay. That's very self-loathing.
Yeah, but then also I have like big stand-up shows tomorrow night in Santa Fe. What's up with you, Amory? What's the plan tomorrow night?
Leaving Albuquerque already.
Yeah, I'm leaving Albuquerque for, like, what's it, 45 minutes, hour away?
Santa Fe?
Yeah.
45 on the long.
On the long, the Jean or the Juan Cockatoo Theater. Have you guys been there?
No, but I want to learn more.
This is just Asian currency you're talking about.
Well,
the genre, the one.
Everyone calls it whatever they want to call it.
Okay.
We had a comedian on that runs the shows, Carlos Medina, earlier, and I couldn't tell if he was kidding when he was calling it the one. Cockatoo Theater. I thought it was the Jean. Anyways, but it's in Santa Fe. The man who wrote Game of Thrones, it's his theater. That's
George R.R. Martin.
Yes.
Put some respect on that man's name.
So it's his theater, and they do comedy there on Thursdays, and I will be headlining it tomorrow.
Okay, so whenever I looked up cockatoo, but it's not.
Jean Cocteau.
It's Jean Cocteau.
Oh, have you gone to my theater?
You come here, you'll have.
It is on the by
we
George.
will have crepes.
Out of my town.
You will enjoy my baguette.
So can someone tell me the real way to pronounce the theater? Because I can't tell if people are kidding or not when I've been interviewing them or talking about it.
This is probably wrong, but it's Jean Cocteau.
The Jean
I think you're
Cocteau
right.
Cinema.
Yeah. Cinema Theater.
All right, hold up.
As a guy who can do a fake French accent, let me tell you.
All right, I can also do a fake French accent.
It's poorly. Quite poorly.
What?
It's the worst I've ever heard.
I'm the Guy Pearce of French accents.
Okay.
You are?
Guy Pearce isn't French. Okay. Oh, by the way, speaking of Guy Pearce, I watched The Proposal last night. It was very above average.
Hey,
we have to get this together.
I got jokes if we're off air. Also, this place is an art house. They're re-showing the 1993 summer blockbuster Point Break, starring Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves. If they were married, it would be Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves, but it would be Keanu Swayze and Patrick Reeves. Here's what I'm trying to get to. They're showing it in black and white. They're showing it in black and white to really church it up. So
Point Break in black and white.
I think at least the posters in black and white. So I'm assuming they're showing it in black and white. Also, Gary Busey's in that. And then
legend.
Yeah, but he got arrested during filming and he just disappears halfway through the movie and they don't make reference to it. I just want you to, the next time you go back and watch Point Break, notice that he's in it for one scene and then he disappears for the remainder of the movie. You're like, well, he got shot. He did, but he's in a hospital and he doesn't die, and they never reference him again. So you don't know what happens in the sanctity of the film.
He's in the final scene.
He's not.
That's Gary Busey.
It might be someone in the end of Gladiator when he's walking with his hand over the wheat. You know what I'm talking about? It's probably like that, where it's just the back of him.
Okay, this is a conspiracy theory. I could sniff that out immediately. He's the star of the movie. Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves are riding Gary Busey's coattails throughout that whole movie.
The best TV show that no one's ever seen is called I'm with Busey.
I've seen it. It's fantastic.
I haven't seen it.
It is brilliant. It's somebody's guy named Adam Goldberg, not Adam Goldberg from the movie The Goldbergs, the TV show. It is the most brilliant television ever done. It was done in 2003 on the Comedy Central.
Break.
It's a camera that shadows Gary Busey throughout his life, and you can't convince me that it's not.
It's a greatest movie of all time. BME, brilliant, magnificent, egoless.
That's very accurate. More NFL talk whenever we get back, as A. said so. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by GeneratorFranchise.com. Millions protect their homes from power outages with Generac home standby generators. Would you like to be part of this lucrative industry? Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer, has limited franchise opportunities in your area. Learn more at GeneratorFranchise.com.
Taking a look at your traffic this afternoon, I-25 southbound starts to slow down right around Osuna. It stays congested down to Montano. And now westbound I-40, we're starting to see slowing right around Carlisle. Gets the worst around 12th out to Rio Grande and actually continues below posted speeds all the way to Coors. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by WeatherGuard Truck Boxes. If it's a job worth doing, it's a job worth WeatherGuard. Aaron Rodgers reported at Jets training camp today, so let the madness begin. And Rodgers isn't shying away from any of it. Whether it's his Super Bowl or bust mentality or his gallivanting around New York City, Rodgers isn't merely trying to fit in. He's trying to own a city and the entire NFL season. I'm Maggie Brown.
Win tickets to All-American Rejects.
I'll keep you my dirty little secret.
All-American Rejects. Text Rejects to 505-246-0610 to get entered. All-American Rejects with Newfound Glory. Live at Isleta Amphitheater on October 8th, and you can go for free. Details are online now at sportsanimalabq.com.
It's the massive sales gargantuan blowout at Fiesta Subaru. Why are you talking like that? Because my voice sells lots of cars. So you're telling me that me saying that Fiesta Subaru delivers dependable vehicles with some of the best safety ratings, a hassle-free buying experience, isn't as good as you saying it? Yes. See, what's with the sound effects and all that fluff? No, just stop. Folks, just come see us in person today at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or fiestasubaru.com. Fiesta Subaru. Okay, I'm done with you.
Ryder works on top of the world, but his roofing business has hit new lows. Because when people search for roofer near me, Ryder's Roofing doesn't appear on the map, which means Ryder's Roofing is not on the map.
Cumulus Boost can help by managing Ryder's online listings, reviews, and dozens of other ways search engines determine which businesses get on the map. Cumulus Boost helps make sure Ryder gets the click. Visit cumulusboost.com to get on the map today. CUMULUS Boost.com. Cumulus Boost. Get on the map.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Keeping your kids safe is a full-time job, whether it's putting on outlet covers, installing child gates, or gluing down your priceless vase. So Duracell made one part of childproofing simple. Our lithium coin batteries are the only ones coated in a non-toxic bitterant to help discourage swallowing. Your kid is safer, and you've got one less thing to worry about. Or glue down. Duracell, engineered for more. Available in 2032, 2025, and 2016 sizes.
Imagine it's the last ride, but your symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, are taking you for a ride. What should you do? Keep managing your constipation with belly pain the same old way? Or try getting ahead of your symptoms by talking to your doctor about treating it with Linzess, linaclotide. Linzess is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually.
Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling.
Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
Celebrating 15 years as the #1 sports show in New Mexico.
Was Saturday, November 14th, 2015, the best night in New Mexico sports history? In classic New Mexico fashion, the underdogs rose to the open. The world was in love with the armbar
This is like 2 minutes, by the way.
dispatching contender after contender.
This is like 2 minutes.
It was 12-0 and a heavy favorite heading into UFC 193 in Melbourne, Australia. The preacher's daughter, she was ready.
Beautiful. Beautiful. She's hot. She's hot. Holly looking up good. Holly is the new UFC Bantamweight champion of the world. Oh my God. Wow.
A second-round knockout for Holly Holm, who brought the gold back to Albuquerque. It wasn't the only upset brewing. The Lobo football team was on the blue turf at Boise State. In their last 100 games at home, the Broncos were 96-4. That Saturday night, the Broncos had 638 yards of total offense. Lobos 0 for 10 on third down. And with all that, they're up by 7 with the game on the line.
Boise State, still an opportunity. It's Austin Cottrell. Cottrell, look out inside the 10. He's going to be tackled inside the 5. And New Mexico, they hold and they win it 31-24.
The late Markel Bird with the game-winning tackle. UNM was just the 8th team since 1981 to win an NCAA game as a 30-point or more underdog. It was the Lobos' 6th win of the season, making them bowl eligible for the first time since 2007. That Monday morning on the opening drive, I don't know if I've ever heard so much positivity flowing from the phones. It was so much fun being here for you. Everyone said they knew Holly Holm would win. Sure you did. It's a reminder of what makes this so much fun and a night we will always remember in New Mexico.
15 years and 15 days is brought to you by All In Autographs, Albuquerque's premier sports memorabilia and collectible destination. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck wake up with the opening drive on
We'll have like 2 minutes.
and AM 610, the sports animal.
Boo-doo-dee-doo.
All right, couple programming notes.
Okay.
Tomorrow we're at Red Door.
Oh, exciting.
Love Red Door.
It's downtown. We're going to do really well there.
I love their cheese curds.
Cheese curds. Multiple dipping sauces.
And I love their green chili cheeseburger.
I haven't had one yet.
And their Caesar wrap. I love their menu.
At 5 o'clock, whenever we get back after this, we're going to talk about how we were celebrity judges yesterday.
I've been dying to hear about this.
It went well. It went very well.
Oh my God. Were one of you like Chef Gordon Ramsay?
We all took turns.
Okay.
Yeah, we all got to be positive, and the next round we'd be negative. And then Aaron Buck Burnett was pretentious the whole time.
The whole time.
Do you know
The
he
whole
like
time.
takes?
He didn't change in and
Do you
out.
know he like takes it very serious and is like,
yes, we do.
Oh,
now
we-
you know?
Yeah, now we
Or
know.
did you know before?
Not in real time.
I mean, this guy calls me and talks about MasterChef. It's very serious.
I would put some numbers on Do Not Disturb. So here's
Yeah,
what's up.
He would never call us to talk Master Chef. You know
Never.
that much. Yeah.
We got to figure out a Friday plan. I doubt we're in studio. We're going to be out somewhere because we got to move some stuff around. Next Wednesday,
okay,
we're live at Dream Style Remodeling. That's the one on Renaissance.
Oh, cool.
That's going to be fun.
Hey, Maria, I believe you're with me. So,
Oh, wait.
yeah, you're going with us.
Oh,
So
I'm
the-
not going to be here. Who's going to? Okay, never mind.
Don't worry about the back of the
Okay,
house.
I'll just be with
so
you.
the three of us will be at Renaissance Dream Style Remodeling right next to the Sam's.
Ooh,
and all
Costco dog.
the Costco's over there. So what we're asking is we're asking for friends of the show. Go to those places, buy waters, bring us a case of water, and what we're going to do is we're going to be making donation of that to help everyone that's being affected by
Yeah.
the heat dome right now, including the home free population.
Correct. Need that.
Yeah. So we got a lot of excitement going on there. Now Friday, Van's out. Friday, Van's going out of town.
Okay.
Van's not here. This is next Friday.
Not gonna be.
We
I'm
are
here right now.
Yes. Next Friday, the 28th, we're live at the Hooters on San Mateo celebrating what? The 15th anniversary of the opening drive. Let's go.
Let's go.
I believe we will have very special guests, including JJ Buck and Jeff Symbieta.
Ooh.
So we're excited about that. I wonder if we're going to have every producer they ever had. There's not enough time.
There's some rumors,
That'd be cool.
some word in the street.
Okay.
That all the producers will be there.
And the new producer DC is awesome if you haven't met him.
I have. He's lovely.
It's incredibly nice.
Fantastic.
So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So fun little outside the normal. Obviously, we're still going to do our ABQX stuff. We're still going to do everything we do that's fun, but we're going to, I think, are we at the Dukes next week too? So there's
Yeah.
a lot going on, man.
We'll be out every day.
Summer grind.
Let's go.
Under the heat dome. Talking about us being celebrity judges whenever we get back. 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples has great prices on everything you need for back to school. Now save up to 60% on select notebooks, markers, and more. At Staples, school savings are always in session. Offer ends July 29th. Prices may vary in store and online. School on, save on at Staples.
Taking a look at your traffic this afternoon, I-25 southbound starts to slow down right around Osuna. It stays congested down to Montano. And now westbound I-40, we're starting to see slowing right around Carlisle. Gets the worst around 12th out to Rio Grande and actually continues below posted speeds all the way to Coors.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples has great prices on everything you need for back to school. Now save up to 60% on select notebooks, markers, and more. At Staples, school savings are always in session. Offer ends July 29th. Prices may vary in store and online. School on, save on at Staples.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. Given that he's the most decorated head coach in NFL history, the hood man, Bill Belichick, is sure feeling the heat these days. And you know what? He should be. This guy is not bulletproof, especially after that disgraceful clown show of an offensive plan last season. An offensive plan so horrific, you could call it malpractice. In fact, you should call it malpractice. Or just moronic, or doomed from the jump, or all of the above, because it was all of those things. So, is he the GOAT or not? I never wanted to get caught up in all these hot takes about the two of these guys, but the numbers don't lie. Brady bounces, he gets a ring. Belichick, on the other hand, is 79 and 87 overall without Brady. Absolutely, Belichick is sitting on a hot seat. His greatest job security right now is that Bob Kraft wants him to break Don Shula's all-time record.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I gotta change the oil in my car.
Right now, get 5 quarts of STP conventional or high mileage with an STP oil filter for only $26.99.
Get in the zone.
And what do I do with my old oil?
We can recycle your used oil for free.
Get in the zone, Auto.
And I might need some help.
No problem. We have helpful how-tos at AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Homeowners, listen up. Are you considering upgrading your garage door? ABC Door Company can help. Call ABC Door Company for quick and reliable service from a company who's built their reputation on trust and dependability for 50 years. And to celebrate 50 years in serving the community, they're offering 50% off any LiftMaster operator when you purchase a new garage door. Visit abcdoor.com or call 505-884-1166 and keep your garage door running smoothly for years to come.
KG40BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now batting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
I thought I X'd this song out already.
But doesn't it drop a beat?
See, I don't want to wait for the drop.
But I feel like especially at
song,
5 p.m., people are driving home or they're going to happy hour, and this is just like make me
nobody.
Grab
there's the drop.
Nobody wants the cello right at 5 o'clock when they get off work.
Hello.
You want some hard rock, and you want the boys hitting you with some jokes. Write this down. Get rid of this song. I'm writing this down again. Strongly worded email coming.
I really like this part.
Yeah,
but it
maybe
takes
we
2
took out
minutes.
the cello.
Okay.
Hello.
A.
I wrote down note 5.501.
More programming notes.
501. Get rid of this song or edit it.
512s are my favorite Levi's. 512s.
You would wear Levi's.
Tapers. I wear tapers. I like my calves. All right, so Van and I yesterday, welcome to 2 Men On, live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Caldwell Banker Legacy Studio. Start our days at the YMCA.
Yeah, we do.
I went to the Y this morning, and I took a friend. And I tell you what, I'm so impressed with the Y because we go.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm 5'13". I just remember. I couldn't remember what I was.
Your Levi's?
Because I've been going away from Levi's.
Those are skinny straight.
Slim straight.
Yeah, well,
Not
my
skinny.
bad. Slim straight. Yeah. I'm slim taper.
I love how you know all the different models of Levi's.
Why? Yes, because I'm an adult who wears jeans.
Anyway, the YMCA. Go on.
An adult who wears jeans. Hey, Mary, I see the phone lines going, but I don't know who it is. So I go this morning. It's wild. I don't remember how pretty it looks since all the remodeling until you introduce someone new to it.
Right.
And I introduced a friend to it this morning. And my friend is like, the Y slaps. I'm like, I know the Y slaps.
Right.
Let's work out. So anyways, I had a lot of fun out there this morning. Going to 66 Diner on Friday. Going to catch up with some former New Mexico Highlands University athletes.
Oh, that's great.
So a couple of athletes, I'm no longer the voice of New Mexico Highlands University.
Right. You were fired in disgrace. For all of your transgressions.
Okay, I mean, my contract wasn't renewed and I was asked to leave quietly while sacrificing my keys.
Well, I'll tell it the way I want it.
That's Thank you for your what's that whenever you get really good luck in your future endeavors. I got future endeavored.
Oh,
okay. Moving forward.
Anyways.
Future endeavored. All right, so I'm going to go to the 66 Diner and treat a bunch of collegiate athletes to milkshakes because I can legally do that now that I'm not, employed by the state. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Don't forget at all that it's 5 o'clock right now. So we're going to have a little teller tease. We're going to do that. We have to get up and get something. So
ready when you are.
Didn't super plan on
Let's
that.
go.
Amory's like, today's the day. Before we talk about our celebrity guest judging, joining us on the program, friend of the show, who I spoke to over the weekend at length. We talked a little bit of pro wrestling and text me about Shohei Ohtani because we fooled him during our pre-recorded show yesterday. Lenny, welcome to the show, my man.
Well, at least you weren't let go for 200 different infractions.
That's a Cribbs reference right there. A little Paul Cribbs. We're doing a little
No, that's a Tennessee reference.
Oh, even better.
Krebs had significantly
and Tennessee
less.
Gets all of those infractions, an $8 million fine, but doesn't get the death sentence like SMU.
It's a good point. It's a really good point.
With much worse than what SMU ever did.
Got a better legal team, I guess.
And now Benjamin Krubb, everyone's favorite civil rights attorney, has 18 athletes under his belt right now suing the school.
What's that coach's name? What's that coach's name there? Hupel? Is that his name? Is that it? Anyways, the dude's making all the rounds on every radio station that I have him on, and he's saying, yeah, we just trusted the process. We trust the administration. It's going to be best for the kids that are here now, not the ones that weren't here. And you're like, oh, I don't think it works like that.
That's legalese.
They just let them transfer immediately.
Yeah, I know legalese when I
I'm
hear
gonna
it.
before we get into Ohtani real quick, I'm just going to give you a little thing with Deion Sanders.
Ooh.
He went from Jackson State, which is Division II basically, which easier to turn around a program, to D1. And when you look at the people he's bringing in, even though they're better than what he let go, they're only going to have 4 wins.
Oh, maybe in year 1. Sure.
Correct.
Yeah. I'm into that.
But he's going to be the best recruiter every single year.
And if he doesn't really have a leg problem.
He's the best recruiter in his mind, but he's also the worst at demoralizing kids out the door.
Well, if they're leaving.
You only want the best of the best. Yeah, for sure.
Also, I don't think the Pac-12
so
wants
the best
him
of the
at
best
media
is
day.
his son, who was given the quarterback position with no tryout.
Yes, nepotism.
Yeah, for sure. It
Yeah,
exists
stuff,
every
100%.
Last time I checked, this was
Okay.
America.
Yeah.
Right. And that never takes place in sports or in movies.
That's correct.
There's no Nepo babies anywhere. So now I sent you that article yesterday because you fooled me that you were on.
Yes.
Nice.
And I still thank you for the and I
That
still
was
thank you
awesome.
for inviting me to wrestling, but I told you why I couldn't make it.
You'll make the next one. I'm not worried.
But you see how much money Ohtani economically makes.
Yes.
That's just here. That doesn't include what he still makes for people in Japan.
Yeah,
Correct.
he's worldwide.
Yeah. More so than
that's
Pitbull.
$370 million economically he makes for baseball.
That's like one NFL
But
team.
if you're going to trade for him for a 2-month rental, can you afford to give up what they want for 2 months and say, okay, I want a title, but for the next 6 years, I'm so hamstrung, I'm now the Pittsburgh Pirates?
The St. Louis Blues traded for Wayne Gretzky. They had him for 2 months. They still sell Wayne Gretzky St. Louis Blues jerseys. Ride it forever.
Right.
But then let's look at someone like the Atlanta Braves. 8 of their core players who are all under 28, all signed for 7 to 8 year deals.
Wild.
They bought out the rest of their rookie deal, the first couple of years of arbitration, and the first year or two of free agency. And look where they sit for the next 8 years.
Yeah, they're the exception, not the rule. They're the standard bearer for baseball. Also, all of those guys with 7 or 8 year deals, welcome to the Mets in 7 to 8 years.
All of you at once. We the New York Mets, sign the Atlanta Braves.
Well, if Steve Cohen can't get a casino in Queens, then he has to go after Shohei Ohtani to make up for that $500 million.
We haven't talked about that on air yet because I don't know how much of a sports story that is. I think it's a sports adjacent story. But if you are to put the best casino ever, like right there in New York, that's the biggest game changer of all time. All time. City-wise.
Well, no, there's 3 going in New York. Jay-Z wants one in Times Square.
Love it.
Sweet.
Another group wants one at the Brooklyn Navy Yard.
Probably Russians.
No, they're all they all have to be American with ties to Native American or Las Vegas casinos. Then Cohen wants one between Citi Field and where he wants to build his new 25,000 seat soccer stadium.
It's not that many people.
And then the rest go upstate. Just to bid on it is a minimum $500 million. That's just to bid.
I'm not going to Yonkers to do anything.
Yeah, where's the Live Casino?
Good question.
Public Investment Fund.
New Jersey, just like the football teams.
No. Yeah, right now, right next to where Gotti is buried. Well, not Gotti, but Hoffa.
Okay. Yes.
Under the Meadowlands. But who in your right mind, seriously, of all the teams that they're saying, who's going to trade for Ohtani for 2 months that can afford to give up the assets and then still have a team after if they don't re-sign him?
I mean,
Houston?
Well, the Rangers could.
The Rangers, I think the Rangers are the front runner to land him because they're all the way in the next 2 or 3 years. They might as well do this.
Well, so aren't the Rangers? I mean, not the Rangers, but isn't Houston as well? Has a chance?
Houston is too smart of an organization. They won't dump all their farm system just for Ohtani rental. I guarantee you it's not the Astros.
Tampa can do it, but then you're taking on a player who's going to make more than everyone else on the team combined.
As long as you get a chip.
I think it's going to be somebody like Milwaukee or Arizona, Cincinnati.
But
all these
now we're
major
dealing with
players
Art
aren't going to do
Moreno.
it.
I've had the pleasure of meeting him at a couple of All-Star games. And he also lived close to me in Temecula when I lived out there.
Weird
because
sentence.
that's one of his homes. And he's just going to blow the whole deal.
Oh, of course.
I can't imagine it's going to go smoothly. It doesn't seem like that type of thing.
I don't anticipate a deal happening, period. Because unless Ohtani says to you, I'm going to sign with you next year, any team worth their weight isn't going to take that risk, and they rather have just bid in the offseason for him and not have to give up one asset. Because you're not looking to win now if you're going after Ohtani. You're looking for the next 10-year deal. You're going to have to sign for him at between $600 and $700 million.
Yeah, but there's like other moves too. So we'll use we talked about the Yankees last week with their new Stifle or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So you go to whoever this on-field sleeve advertiser is and you say, hey, if we get Ohtani, this deal's worth X amount of money. If we don't get him, it's worth this amount. There's so much money to be
the
made.
Yankees already did that deal. They just signed that deal for $20 million a year for that little patch.
Specific.
It
That's
can't
an
go up in
example.
price.
That's an
It's locked in.
example. In a different team. Do the Cubs have one yet? Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, but how many teams are going to be able to get that value
with Ohtani
in a market for Ohtani?
Everyone, literally anyone who signs him. He pays for himself.
I think so.
Okay, But we're talking about now for this season. You trade him, and he's going to say, okay, I'm going to go through the motions for this season. What sponsor is going to step up for 2 months?
I think he loves the
Anyone.
game. Yeah, I don't think he's a through the motions guy. He, to me, is the exception. I'm the guy who always says professional athletes in it for the money. I think he's not. I think he's in it to get away from the loser Angels organization and win baseball games.
Okay, I agree with that. But, and you're getting 2 players for the price of 1.
Correct.
Okay, and if he can compete against himself as an MVP and a Cy Young, he could probably win both individually.
Got a chance every year.
That'd be super sweet.
But it's just a hard trade to make because you've never had anyone like him available in a trade. I guess the closest would have been a healthy Mike Trout 6 years ago. And even then, not what you're going to get for Ohtani.
The live chat is
and
a
then
group.
lastly,
Oh, go ahead.
it's just a hard thing. I don't know who's going to do it, but whoever does, more power to him. And lastly, if any of the 3 running backs who didn't get extensions sit out, they only have to say 2 words to themselves if they're going to do that next season. Le'Veon Bell.
Oh, that's not incorrect at all. Yeah, you take 1 year off is 2 year setback. Like that's how.
Well, it's not just 1 year off. With the market so down right now for running backs, if they get it out and lose $10 million, that's never coming back on any contract.
Yeah, very correct. Lenny, good call.
And this last play I have to make is since the Jets are all in right now, and Breece Hall, who's their best running back, may not be back till week 1 or 2 from ACL, please go sign Dalvin Cook.
Ooh.
And don't let him go to the Dolphins.
Put you in the Super Bowl. Whatever team signs, if the Jets sign Dalvin Cook, they go to the Super Bowl.
They won't go to the Super Bowl, but they won't end up in the toilet bowl.
By the way,
and I'm a Jet fan.
Saquon Barkley, all the other running backs holding out. Le'Veon Bell got a $52 million contract.
Good point.
So he kind of did what was, he kind of got the better end of this.
He did, but it wasn't $52 million guaranteed. It was 20-something million guaranteed. But when you still take away the year that he sat out, it still didn't equate to the money he lost.
And then he had to write an apology
Running
letter.
backs are not going to be able to replace $10 to $11 million. And if you got Kareem Hunt sitting at home, and if you got Dalvin Cook sitting at home, and if you got Ezekiel Elliott sitting at home, why are you going to pay them $12 to $14 million a year when I'll take a Dalvin Cook who played through 13 games last season with only one shoulder and put up just as good a numbers as anyone else and made his 4th straight Pro Bowl.
$52 million in 2015 is $66 million today.
Oh, wait.
All right, but out of the $52 million that he signed for 4 years, how much was it guaranteed?
No clue.
It was only
27.
26 million. Take out the year before that he lost all that money when he sat out.
I think he's about to make $100,000 a year because he wouldn't have sent this apology letter to Pittsburgh if he wasn't about to get a Pittsburgh something media job.
Maybe great. And, he can go up there with the other 20 ESPN employees that just got fired, and they could all fight it out and see who's going to be on the next Colin Cowherd show.
That $27 million is $34.75 million today. Any of those running backs will take that.
Good, but sitting out that year hurt him from getting a potentially $70 million contract with 30-something million guaranteed, plus the year that he lost.
He all right.
He get the bag.
He's all right. He's
all right. But what is his career after he sat out that year?
No, you're not wrong. Lenny, we have to cut you loose. But before I do, what is your favorite movie of all time and why is it Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1?
It's always going to be The Godfather.
Good answer.
Excellent. One and two, not
but
3.
three.
You got to remember one thing. If you knew the neighborhood I grew up in New York,
it's your story.
Then it was just an everyday occurrence.
Yep. Lenny, you're the best, brother.
All right. Have a good one.
I like him.
Thanks, Lenny.
One day I'll learn how to work these phones.
Don't worry about it.
It's just like, it says drop. I mean, what doesn't it drop?
And Lenny, if you're still listening, next time you're saying you're going to Duke City Championship Wrestling, please attend.
Yeah.
Because I had a little chair right next to me.
Saved for you.
I put a velvet cover on top of it, red velvet cover right on top. It's personalized in cursive. It said Lenny on it, and it just sat there unused the whole time.
Friend of the show, JD, says, did you see that the friend of the show Fantasy League auto renewed?
Ah, well, welcome back, boys.
Also, welcome me back because I no longer work for an NCAA institution.
Yeah.
And I can fantasy sports again.
All right, Fred.
Oh, I hate that.
Wait, I thought you...
My built-in excuse is gone.
I thought you like all the way out quit fantasy sports last year.
Yeah, because contractually I had to, because like working for an NCAA like university, I wasn't allowed to partake.
For money.
For money.
Yeah. But you can do it for free.
For pride.
And you still went out like a little coward.
There were rules.
We weren't playing for money.
I guess I didn't understand the rules.
Okay.
Van and I recap our celebrity judging of a literal Chili's cook-off. Literal. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
It's the summer of Jeep at Malloy Jeep in Los Lunas, where you can get up to $3,000 cash back on a new 2023 Jeep Compass. When you think Jeep, think Malloy Jeep. MalloyCJDR.com. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for all details.
Taking a look at your traffic this afternoon, Paseo del Norte really starting to slow down as you head westbound. That starts right at Jefferson and continues on out to Coors, actually. Southbound I-25, slow from Osuna to Montano, and westbound I-40, slow from about Carlisle through Rio Grande.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples has great prices on everything you need for back to school. Now save up to 60% on select notebooks, markers, and more. At Staples, school savings are always in session. Offer ends July 29th. Prices may vary in store and online. School on, save on at Staples.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Registration is now open for the Lobo Cancer Challenge. Cancer can affect anyone at any stage of life, and you can unite with us against cancer and raise money for the UNM Comprehensive Cancer Center. Choose your bike, run, walk, or stair challenge for this September 23rd event and get your dedication bib and t-shirt. Plus, every dollar raised supports cancer patients, cancer research, outreach, and training right here in New Mexico. Sign up now or get more details online at lobocancerchallenge.org. And we'll see you on race day.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Go green with Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Beat the heat with a high-efficiency AC or heat pump system from Daniels. Right now, Daniels is offering instant rebates on high-efficiency heat pump systems and take advantage of federal tax credits. Your investment is protected with their 10-year parts and 5-year labor guarantee. Daniels financing with plans to fit any budget, including 0% interest. Start your project today with a free estimate, 898-8860. Stay cool, calm, collected with Daniels, and go green today.
More than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio for their news, weather, sports, and a community connection. It's the backbone of the emergency alert system. It's critical that we keep AM radio in cars because when cell and internet services are down, this free emergency service could be your only lifeline. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Did you know that Indigo Mortgage has had the same name and ownership for 20 years now? I can think of only a tiny handful of local mortgage companies that can make that claim. I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage, and proud to say that over the last 20 years, we have helped many homeowners in our community finance their homes with honesty and integrity. And in today's mortgage environment, borrowers need an advocate working for them, not an application taker like that with big banks and national lenders. Because Indigo Mortgage is a broker, we can most often find the right mortgage with the lowest rates for our borrowers. And please shop around to be certain that you're getting the best rates and fees on your mortgage. And as always, be sure to include your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage. Find us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. Indigo Mortgage, NMLS 23-1962 and 188-348.
Jump in a School Bash, Saturday, July 29th, a free kids event for all ages. Celebrate a fun day dedicated to the kids. Enjoy activities, games, vendors, music, giveaways, performances, plus free backpacks for the first 500 kids, free haircuts, and so much more. The Jump in a School Bash, Saturday, July 29th at the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Posse from noon to 4. All proceeds benefit the Locker 505, a student clothing bank. Brought to you by Lerner & Rowe. Lerner & Rowe gives back. And by Selena Trujillo of Bosswear Official.
Don't just friggin' sit there. Get in the game right now at 888-922-0610.
Wild card. Welcome back to the program. The boys were at Chili's yesterday, the one over by Cottonwood Mall. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we're at a chili cook-off.
We're at a Chili's cook-off.
What do you mean, like Texas chili?
So that's what I thought when we were originally invited.
No, it was New Mexican chili.
You, I, and Aaron Buck Burnett.
No, wait. It was only Chilean food. That's what it was. It's only Chilean food.
That's not true. I was there.
That kind of chili. No, it was, the thermostat was turned way down. It was a chili cook-off. That's what we did.
Like the restaurant Chili's, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. The restaurant Chili's.
You were there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Cottonwood Mall. So we're over there. It's me, you, and then Aaron Burnett from KKOB fame. He's on this program a lot.
You probably know him by Buck.
Strong possibility.
Yeah.
I respect like stage names. A. Marie and I had a talk whenever I first met her. She was like, hey, my stage name's important. I need to use it. My trade name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Also, people know him as Buck Burnett.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On the radio.
Radio.
Is Fred a trade name? No.
It's not.
Fred Slow.
It's not on your birth certificate.
But I have it trademarked. Like you can't get into radio here and go by Fred Slow because I own that.
Okay. Would anyone want to do that for any reason whatsoever?
Well, we know for a fact,
personally or professionally,
the three of us know at least $3 in radio.
Correct, and they're all here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they all work here.
So I'm going with the idea.
Okay, no one can be the sports vanimal.
That'd be a good one, though.
Trademarked of right now.
Someone can be Anne Marie, for the love of gosh.
Please. Yeah, somebody please do
Can
that.
someone be Anne Marie?
The sports vanimal is a van that drives around to local sporting events, and they do a podcast from it.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like we do that?
No, so me and Van Tate.
Oh, that's
so
great.
Van Nunley and Van Tate hop in a Econoline
The
van.
two only vans I know.
And we van around town to sporting events doing our podcast from the van. The sports vanimal.
We both know Van Tate very well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what other way to describe that.
Yeah.
I bet when your name first started popping up on his radar, because obviously he's been established and part of the community a lot longer than you. He was probably like, the what? The what? Why?
Like an imposter? Like an impersonator? He's trying to be like the white Van Tate?
Yeah.
It's like, this is annoying.
Yeah, this is...
No, good Van. This is my actual name.
You're not the one.
I'm not. This isn't copyright infringement. It's on my birth certificate.
Start treating you like Omar from The Wire.
Van's coming.
Van's coming. From the Sports Animal live chat. If I legally change my name to Fred Slow, there's nothing you can do about it. Loophole.
Okay. Good point.
So we're at this celebrity judging food competition.
Correct.
All right. So, and I can't tell you the origin of it. I don't really understand the back of the house stuff with Chili's, but we're asked to come and judge. So there's 6 teams. Is that right? 6 teams of 3?
6 teams of multiple Chileans.
And I believe they're all representing a different Chili's location
Correct.
around the Albuquerque metro area, including Los Lunas.
Yeah, you're on to something here. So far, so good.
Fred is known as the boy, B-O-I, who wears jeans at outdoor functions when it's 105 degrees.
There you go.
That's because I saw a friend of the show, Craig, at the Ice-Tomes game last week, and I was wearing blue jeans because I'm an adult. We've been over this.
You're just scared to show a little thigh. Let's get to the meat of the problem.
Hey, Marie,
Let's get to the thigh meat of the problem here.
Hey, Marie, two adult men in your life, me and Brandon
People
Vogt
I
of
work
KKOB.
with. I work with you guys 6 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so upset that this bit has just become, it's not even a bit.
It's not a bit.
It's just.
It's Fred's real life.
I'm wearing jeans right now.
It's 105 again today. And
Okay,
Fred's in
so-
jeans. And my boys get to breathe.
So BB,
You know I'm wearing them shorts, baby.
Your calves.
So Brandon Vogt was gone, and he missed this whole thing where just Fred wears pants because he thinks grown men should wear just pants at all times,
Correct.
even when it's 105 degrees.
That is correct.
He comes in hot, back from his trip from Oklahoma, and he wanted to clear up because he went to a basketball camp with his son, which is the only time you should wear shorts, he brought up.
Very correct.
He said, I own one pair of shorts as a man, and that's when I go swimming or play a sport.
Correct.
Other than that, I only wear pants.
Well, he doesn't.
And I was so upset.
He doesn't swim or play sports, so he has zero
He
pairs
went to a
of
basketball
shorts
camp at Oklahoma State this weekend.
in jeans to
No.
watch.
He had to clear it up because people also thought he played in cowboy boots, and he didn't. But now I know two people in my life that I interact with every single day for multiple hours that only wear pants.
Say it. Your work husbands.
Your work husbands.
You have multiple work husbands.
I work with all dudes.
How bad is your psyche?
Super true.
I'm just around all you dudes all day.
From the Sports Animal Live chat, cut to the soundbite where he says, I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
What was that? North Carolina,
There you
South
go.
Carolina? What was that cat's name? That was some years ago.
It was still relevant.
Do you own more than one pair of shorts, though, Fred? Because BV only owns one.
I own two.
I think that's a bold-faced lie.
I own a pair of swim trunks.
What about like when you're just hanging out at home or something, or hanging out at home?
Jeans.
You wear jeans? What?
He wears jeans inside his home.
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Pops that little top off.
What's the top?
Your shirt. You're shirtless in jeans.
You also wear
on your
long
couch watching wrestling.
sleeves. And you wear long sleeves every day. It's 105 degrees.
I have tattoos.
No, you.
Hey, Marie.
See, you don't even know that I have tattoos because
Maybe
I
you
wear
do.
long
Maybe you do.
sleeves every day.
Actually, I believe you have tattoos.
Hey, Marie, we've let this go way too far.
I'm sorry. Okay,
By
back
the way,
to Chili's.
friends,
All right,
friends
who
of
won the Chili's competition?
loyal listener, friends of the show, don't take fashion advice from Fred Slow or Brandon Vogt. These are the people whose fashion ideals you should run away from.
That's mean.
No, it's accurate. Sorry if the truth hurts.
I have a certain style.
A certain style?
Yeah. It's called
I would
adulthood.
call it vanilla, but vanilla has character and is delicious.
Vanilla bean is one of the most exotic flavors on this planet. And for some reason, it's been washed from people's palates as low effort.
Yeah,
and
says
it's
the guy
special and unique like me.
Jeans in 105-degree weather.
It's a dry heat. Quote Steve Stucker earlier.
Yeah. He was being facetious.
In hindsight, that might be true now that you
Yes,
just pointed
it's
it out.
very true.
I heard what I wanted to hear.
Yeah. He's so sick of saying that out loud. Now he gets to say it jokingly.
All right. 505-246-0610. Text the program. Well, we're taking a vote here, and it's this whole jeans debacle again. I am right and everyone else is wrong. That's it. That's the bottom line.
We don't need jeans or sleeves in a New Mexico summer.
I'm wearing both.
You can be office appropriate and let your forearms hang out. You let your calves hang out. You let them knees breathe. Hey, I'm not going to put long pants suffocate my boys. I got enough swamp Tate already out here in these mean streets of Albuquerque.
I don't understand why you can't just let your body breathe, man.
I do. I let it breathe out of the bottom of my shorts.
Number one, I don't wear cotton. Everything is like a spandex slash polyester.
What do you think Levi's are made out of?
No, these are like stretch fit. These are.
What percentage of those pants do you
Go to break.
the 90s?
It's 5'1". These are 5'12".
Okay.
5'12".
5'1", 5'12" stretch?
Yes.
I bet it's 97% cotton.
Slim tapered chance that that's correct. When we get back, this Chili's cook-off, we promise. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by ComparionInsurance.com.
Like to shop local? Go to ComparionInsurance.com. Their agents are local insurance experts finding you the right insurance at the right price from national carriers. Comparion Insurance Agency. Local agents. Expert advice.
Still no accidents this afternoon, but a few trouble spots to avoid. Paseo del Norte westbound, slow from Jefferson out to about 2nd Street. Southbound I-25, slow from Osuna to Montano. And westbound I-40 starts backing up about the interchange all the way out to the river.
This message brought to you by Sandia Golf Club.
Our state's best golf course, voted on by golfers, is Sandia Golf Club. Committed to providing the best experience and best conditions to golfers of all levels. There's nothing like it. Visit sandiagolf.com for the best available rates and to book your tee time today. We'll see you on the tee.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Look for value across the pond. I'm Jim Rodriguez here to help you beat the books with BetQL. The Open Championship tees off on Thursday, and the BetQL model is crunching the numbers looking for value. Over at BetQL, get the stats you need to know before you put down any action, and of course, get some of their best bets for Royal Liverpool. I'm Jim Rodriguez. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the who get it done.
Keeping your kids safe is a full-time job. Whether it's putting on outlet covers, installing child gates, or gluing down your priceless vase. So Duracell made one part of childproofing simple. Our lithium coin batteries are the only ones coated in a non-toxic bitterant to help discourage swallowing. Your kid is safer, and you've got one less thing to worry about. Or glue down. Duracell, engineered for more. Available in 2032, 2025, and 2016 sizes.
All personal injury law firms are not the same. We all claim to do the same things, but that's where the similarities between Lerner & Rowe and all other law firms end. Lerner & Rowe was recently named the second most influential law firm in the country, and we've collected billions of dollars for our injured clients, with over $1 billion in the last 5 years alone. If you want real results, call Lerner & Rowe today.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state offices. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Glenn Lerner is only licensed in Nevada.
You want it right today. Get it done.
Why support it? You live in Albuquerque.
Plumbing, heating, and
Go green with Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Beat the heat with a high-efficiency AC or heat.
I have a gun.
And rebates on high-efficiency heat pump
I can't bring it in the building.
tax credits. Your investment is protected with the
Are you sure he has his gun on him?
financing with plans to fit any budget, including 0% interest. Start
What's wrong with that?
988860. Stay cool, calm, collected with Daniels, and go green today.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy.
I don't know what he's going to do with his gun. If he has a license, he can carry.
He likes to do it by feel.
That's true.
Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lid,
I have to get approved by the building.
in parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Meet Joe A, Joe B, and Joe C.
What's up?
3 everyday Joes perfecting their banking with Chase. Joe A is locking his lost debit card with the Chase mobile app. Joe B is cruising toward his new ride with AutoSave. And Joe C's Chase banker is helping him budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect. Support for what's next. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Gotta be kidding me, dude.
Jim Rowe.
Dude, don't make me block you.
Don't be the first.
On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Okay, so what we're doing.
What happened was.
So what we're doing. Yesterday, because it was only a 45-minute show yesterday, Isotopes Baseball was at 5 o'clock. They had a day game today. So what we were doing is we pre-recorded the show yesterday. Didn't tell anyone.
Nope.
Kept it a secret.
Not a peep.
You may have noticed Dave Marie wasn't on yesterday. She literally wasn't.
I was answering the phones.
Where people are like, why is there so much sports talk?
Yeah. The phone
Yes.
lines and text lines were heating up, and we weren't here.
Actually, it was ringing pretty often, which was hilarious.
People
They're like, oh, I'll call back tomorrow. I was like, okay.
People were freaking out that we did 3 straight segments on sports.
Wild.
That's wild.
But the real reason we were doing it is because we were at Chili's over by Conwood Mall being celebrity judges in an Iron Chef style competition between 6 different Iron Chef teams made up of 3 individuals apiece. No names. So, the secret ingredient, what was the secret ingredient, man?
The secret ingredient was honey chipotle.
Honey chipotle.
Ooh, on the crispers?
It may regularly come on the crispers. I don't know.
But then they had to do something else with it?
They did everything with it.
Everything
Wait,
with
you
it.
don't like spicy?
Honey chipotle
Bread?
at Chili's is not spicy.
No, it's sweet like honey.
Chipotle is a little kick.
This did not. Also, the way it was made. So they made it into, so what do we have? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 different dishes.
Right.
We took one bite from 18 different dishes.
A little appy, little entree, little dessert from each team.
And then they stood there as we critiqued their profession as amateurs.
What was hotter? The chili that you ate?
Yeah.
The bright lights from the cameras on us?
That was weird. There were a lot of cameras there.
Or the glares from those
Oh, my
being
gosh.
judged in the moment?
It was kind of funny because I had a moment where, how long have I been in radio? A long time. And people will reach out.
A lot of people say too long.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
A lot of people say way too long.
I felt like those people at this cook-off where I was like, hey, you guys are obviously experts. Let me give you my ignorant opinion on things.
Yeah.
You're trying to impress a guy that thinks that macaroni and cheese from the Kraft box is as good as it gets in the macaroni world.
By the way, the macaroni and cheese balls,
yes,
the appetizers, won the best appetizer.
Hey, Marie.
That was Fred's favorite thing, and it wasn't even close.
Not even close.
Yeah.
They made macaronis and then balled them together. Don't know how they managed this. Breaded it, deep fried it, and then had me dip it in a Chipotle honey ranch sauce.
Mhm.
And I said, thank you.
Yeah. I told everyone before the competition started, you want Fred's points?
Know your audience.
You want his money, that stack and stack and stack of cheese you're going to win straight out of Fred Slow's pocket? Give this boy some tater tots and chicken strips.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hoist that trophy? All he needs is to dip chicken strips in the honey chipotle sauce, which was the secret ingredient, and you're winners.
I needed to have a food where I go, you dip, we dip. If I could have that,
yeah,
I'm in.
But instead, they made stuffed Cajun salmon.
Oh, yeah.
Deconstructed chicken street tacos.
Hey, Marie, some of the best food you could eat. And I'm over here like, I'm looking for county fair.
Right.
Like,
sure.
Figure it out. Put booze and stuff.
No booze. They did not know their audience. They made us delicious, tasty treats, wonderful appetizers and meals. Not a drop of booze.
The best part of this whole thing was the teams, whenever we got there, they were kind of like, this, okay, like different kind of work day. You're not really interested.
Right.
By the end,
so
it was Hell's Kitchen at the end.
More involved in anything that they've ever been involved in. Yeah. The smack talking. Oh my God. Really into it.
Super into it. And then the way they leaned over you, it was like whenever you were taking a test as a child and you're being proctored. Like they were proctoring us hard.
Right.
It was like we were in the middle of a proctor exam.
And we could tell the showman from the layman for sure.
Yes.
All of them were fantastic chefs and cooks. Not all of them's presentation and their descriptions were on point.
Correct.
One guy was like, oh, so we started with a garlic aioli, and then we deep fried the salmon, and then we cooked it in the garlic aioli, and then spread it with some chopped up coriander. And then one guy's just like, I like that food.
Yeah. Chat,
it's like, what?
Chat GPT, church up these ingredients.
Sure.
That's what happened. Yeah, not so bad. We had a lot of fun. Big thank you to Chili's for having us out. We laughed a lot. Super proud. I think the Los Lunas store walked away the winner.
Los Lunas won. Yeah, best entree and best overall.
The longest amount of time I had ever spent at a Chili's.
Oh, no way. See, that's the first time you've had Presidente margaritas. So Presidente margaritas will keep you at Chili's for a while.
The Presidente margaritas were very good.
Yeah. They're underrated in the fast food dining realm as one of the best drinks, if not the best drink you can get anywhere. And there's a Chili's everywhere. Never disappoints.
And you've had
never once ever.
You've had Mountain Dew margarita.
That is correct.
You know what's good.
Shout out to our friends at Red Lobster.
They're not.
Bring it back.
They're not our friends.
They will be once they bring back the Mountain Dew margarita.
Speaking about bringing it back, the Seattle Seahawks brought it back on social media today. We're going to tell you exactly what they're doing. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Napa Auto Parts. When your ride fires on all cylinders, so do you. That's why Napa is on a mission to keep you in motion. With nearly 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 Napa Auto Care centers, the Napa network has everything you need to get up and go.
Still no accidents this afternoon, but a few trouble spots to avoid. Paseo del Norte westbound, slow from Jefferson out to about 2nd Street. Southbound I-25, slow from Osuna to Montano. And westbound I-40 starts backing up about the interchange all the way out to the river.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Andrew Perloff with a CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Prevagen. Give Aaron Rodgers credit. He hasn't backed off from expectations since coming to New York. The Jets opened training camp today with hope that they can make their first Super Bowl run since Joe Namath. That might sound lofty, but Aaron Rodgers is clearly thinking about Tom Brady leaving New England and winning with the Bucs. He should be. You have to believe to win at that level. At least Rodgers has that belief part down. I'm Andrew Perloff.
Win tickets to All-American Rejects.
I'll keep you my dirty little secret.
All-American Rejects. Text Rejects to 505-246-0610 to get entered. All-American Rejects with Newfound Glory. Live at Isleta Amphitheater on October 8th, and you can go for free. Details are online now at sportsanimalabq.com.
To severe plaque psoriasis, poor candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Indigo Mortgage is proud to have served veterans with honesty and integrity for the last 20 years. And in these last 20 years, veterans have trusted Indigo Mortgage for purchases or refinances utilizing their VA home loan benefits. Indigo Mortgage is known in the veteran community to offer some of the lowest rates and fees in New Mexico. Veterans refer veterans, and we take that very serious, as they are trusting us to make sure their fellow vets get the best rates and fees on the market. Veterans know they can trust Indigo Mortgage, and we set ourselves apart from the big national lenders who are interested in profits rather than serving our veterans. And if you're a veteran looking for any kind of home loan, make sure to shop your mortgage around and be sure to shop your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage, serving veterans for the last 20 years. Reach us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. NMLS 231962 and 188348.
Douglas is a real Prevagen user and paid testimonialist.
My name is Douglas. I'm 79 and I live in Chicago. I'm a writer, director. I used to be a marathon runner. Now I'm a walker. And the kind of work that I do, you are surrounded by people who are all younger than you. Memory became a factor. As everyone gets older, where did I put my keys? But I had to get help to stay competitive. I happened across Prevagen, and I started taking it. I saw myself having an improved memory, which at the same time, I felt better about myself. I could not be doing what I'm doing today had it not been for Prevagen.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life. Prevagen is available in stores everywhere. Based on a clinical study of subgroups of individuals who were cognitively normal or mildly impaired, this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Don't show up to work without a tape. Everyone will know. And they'll talk about you in the lunchroom over a ham sandwich. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The Seattle Seahawks are bringing back their terrible 90s jerseys. This organization has never had a good jersey in the history of their entire organization. I don't understand why we're going back to the well of bad and they don't just figure it out and do something decent.
A lot of teams are doing throwback jerseys or retro.
Cool if you have an old cool one like the Eagles, I'm in. This one sucks.
It's the worst that they could possibly do. They revolutionized NFL jerseys
for sucking.
They brought I love the neon piping.
Very bad.
I love the neon piping
near the bottom.
They finally evolved past one of the worst jerseys in the NFL. They're like, hey, you know what? Since we suck again, I'll tell you what. Let's bring back the jerseys we wore when we sucked. Flukier.
If you were going to debut a jersey, would you do it with like a really good player, or would you do it with a player that no one's heard on, like this Smith and Jibba?
You mean Geno Smith, their quarterback?
No, it's the wide receiver.
Smith and Jijiba.
Oh, I thought you were saying Geno.
He's
Smith.
a rookie.
God,
I'm trying to look it up.
It just sucks so bad.
I am, by the way. If you recall from last year, this is a big Geno Smith house.
Yeah,
we were rooting for Geno Smith and the Seahawks to do well. The good guys will win eventually. They're awful.
They're awful.
They're awful. Steve Largent burned his when he retired. He's like, I don't want to look at this jersey ever.
I don't know if that's accurate, but if it is, tracks.
Dave Craig goes camping with all of his jerseys and uses them as fire starters.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
It's the most overrated throwback. Also, this is not a nostalgia show. I think a lot of sports fans tune into Sports Talk Radio for a nostalgia hour.
Right.
I'm telling you, sports is not better back in the day. Sports is as good as it's ever been right now, currently. Every single sport is better than it's ever been. As we sit here in this exact moment and speak, the one exception, Olympic javelin.
The legend, Cortez Kennedy. It's Seattle.
So good.
I died for your sins. I made this organization relevant so we could move past these awful jerseys, and against my will, you bring them back.
They were so bad, and then in 2002, they were like, hey, fam, let's mess it up even more.
Oh, God, no. They
so
got
you're
it
saying
right.
They have the worst jerseys out of all the teams?
Not just right now.
The throwbacks.
The throwbacks are the worst ones.
And their regular ones are the worst ones.
Yeah. And these idiots came out with them the same year as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers creamsicles. Have you lost your mind? If you're going to re-release the worst throwback jersey, don't do it in the same year as the creamsicles. Wait, actually, now that I say that out loud, it's a genius move. Because everyone's going to be talking about the creamsicles, and no one's going to be talking about your sorry-ass throwbacks.
Now, I got one problem, and it's admitting when I'm wrong.
Okay.
I never do it. I just keep digging deeper until the other side of the earth.
Yes, you have to sharpen your shovels often.
If you go to throwback.seahawks.com, you will get a 90s style GeoCities website featuring the throwback release and a layout of the exact same way when I was a kid looking at websites.
Okay, just because they got a creative digital marketing team doesn't mean the jerseys don't suck. They're awful. The new ones you're wrong about.
The new ones super suck.
Except for Packers, Bears, New York Giants.
For you mean
Dallas,
throwbacks?
Dallas
City.
Cowboys.
Kansas City
Chiefs. After the cream of the crop, Seahawks are the best ones. Except for all the NFL legends, Seahawks have the best modern jerseys. They're so sweet.
Huh.
And I'm not Pacific Northwest guy. And
Yeah, I don't think you are.
And I'm not neon guy. I don't think I own any neon clothes.
The best neon
or accoutrement.
The best neon in jerseys is in Utah. The worst.
Those are sharp. All
right, I know we got a couple.
Oregon.
We're going to start a bit. We're going to finish when we get back. We're going to rank NFL jerseys right now. I'm going to start. The worst one is
currently?
Yes,
or, okay.
currently. The worst one is the Jets. The Jets jersey sucks.
Just current NFL jerseys.
Yeah, it's saying New York over the numbers is stupid. NFL jerseys should not have names on the front.
The worst.
The worst. It's got that stupid little slash that goes across the shoulder. I hate. Is it supposed to be a wing? I already used this joke earlier, but me and all my homies hate the New York Jets jersey. Also, and I think Jacksonville is second to last.
Jacksonville's are strong.
They
I like Jacksonville's too. I'll give you the worst.
The Commanders.
No.
The Washington Guardians suck.
It's what?
The Washington black jerseys are sweet.
Yeah, I like those too. I like the black jerseys.
The worst NFL jersey is also the worst NFL team name. And that is the ex-Oilers.
Oh.
The Texans.
The Texans.
Their name sucks. Their jerseys suck.
Yeah.
And for the entirety of the NFL, their team will suck too. Do I sound like a bitter Oilers fan? Do I at all?
Hear me out. I'm going to give you a combination of things.
Okay.
Blue helmet, blue jersey, blue pants. That's how terrible the Seattle Seahawks jerseys are. Sometimes they do silver pants.
Seattle's fan-friggin-tastic. I got
so
Seattle
like
as
the
best
green?
jersey.
No, the lime green sucks. What they
Lime
need to
green's
do
so cool.
is they need to steal from the Mariners.
You know who took a step back?
The Rams.
The Panthers jerseys. The Panthers early in their infancy were on to something.
I agree.
And they just stepped back and made them lame.
Why does the Atlanta Falcons jersey have their airport code on the front of it?
That's dumb.
What?
That is dumb.
What do you mean? What? It says ATL right over their numbers. So stupid.
Oh my god.
Was your jersey? Is your
their
jersey
colors.
a rap lyric from Ja Rule? Titans jersey sucks. It's got the name on the front. Put that on the sucks list.
Titans jerseys are average. They don't suck.
Yeah.
Those.
Hey, I got one. Overrated. The Bills.
Oh, super overrated.
The Bills are way overrated. The logo's
What about
overrated.
The Browns?
The logo's overrated. The jersey's overrated. The stupid font they use is overrated. And now this year, the team's overrated.
I'm having a hot take, guys. I think I just hate blue jerseys because the Patriots jerseys suck too. The Texans jerseys
I'm
suck.
seeing a theme here, except for the New York Jets jerseys.
Hey,
that was
good-
just so bad.
Good on the Chargers going back to baby blue. Good for them.
Yeah, baby blue is different. Though.
Good for them.
That's not midnight blue or whatever. Navy blue. What's the crappy Rams one? Royal blue.
Whatever.
What
that one
about
is.
the Browns?
Simple.
I like the
Yeah.
Browns.
You like the simple?
It's classic.
They're
It's
not so
iconic.
bad.
don't ever make, you could have your 1 week a year, whatever, where you have your new sexy Nike color rush or whatever, but don't change the Browns. That's iconic.
Good old color rush.
The cutoff is the Saints. The Saints are the most middle jersey. And then the best one is the Raiders.
Raiders are GOAT.
Raiders are best uniform?
Yeah.
The silver and black.
Silver and black.
Iconic. I agree with you there.
A second.
I just got like a top tier. I don't got like a best of.
So you don't like a lime green, but you like a teal.
Packers, Bears, Raiders, Steelers.
So you like you like the classic.
The classic, iconic.
Teams.
Yeah. Everyone else get new jerseys.
The Raiders one, not Cowboys. They can stay.
Yeah, Cowboys are in that group.
What about the 49ers?
Sort of.
They keep changing.
They're on the borderline.
Yeah,
not the white ones.
They keep changing.
The red ones with the white number. Give me super contrast. And I get, we all have 4K TVs. Shut up. I want to be able to see big numbers.
What about the Broncos?
No.
Yeah, those are all. Those are all
ones. They suck.
Yeah, Broncos are always like right in the middle. They're never good. Jerseys. The team has some highs every once in a while.
The only good jersey is New Jersey. Whenever we get back. I hate New Jersey. That's not even a good joke.
It's hard for you to say.
I like New Jersey. Have you ever been there?
Yes.
You winced after you said that.
I've been to Hoboken.
Oh my gosh. There's more to Jersey than Hoboken.
It's the only part I know about.
Yeah. You want to go to a trashy beach? You want some pills?
There's some nice beaches there.
You want some pills on a trashy beach? You want to knock up some chick?
We're at the break.
Welcome to New Jersey.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Still no accidents this afternoon, but a few trouble spots to avoid. Paseo del Norte westbound, slow from Jefferson out to about 2nd Street. Southbound I-25, slow from Osuna to Montano. And westbound I-40 starts backing up about the interchange all the way out to the river.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
Now's the time to discover summer during the Discover Summer sales event at Malloy Ford in Los Lunas, where you can get no payments for 90 days on a new 2023 Ford F-150. When you think Ford, think Malloy Ford. MalloyFord.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
You don't plan for a computer virus. You don't plan to lose files. You don't plan to knock your laptop off the counter. And you don't plan for your PC to crash or your screen to freeze. But Staples has a plan. A plan for unlimited virus protection. A plan for help when you need it 24/7. Staples Total Support Plans are your tech plans for the unplanned, starting as low as $199.99. And although you didn't plan for this, right now at Staples you can also get $250 off select computers. N729 in-store only. See associate for details.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in New Mexico, so you can get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Art Sandoval at an even better price. That's right. State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. Art Sandoval is ready to help you save in Albuquerque. Call Art today at 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Blake's Lottaburger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952. They use the best ingredients like their very own Hatch green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Lottaburger, the first there was, the best there is.
KNML AM Albuquerque is the sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal. Your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
You know, this song you can get a paper cut to. You know, something you can lay back and enjoy the leather seats. You did.
On 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. As always, we are live from the John Lopez Real Estate Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We play on Team I-9, and just like I do almost every day, we start our days at the YMCA. I spent my afternoons at the YMCA today, so
I did my morning.
You morning today?
Morning.
We shoot some hoop?
No, it's they got kids camps going on.
Ooh. Would you work a little treadmill? Do some squats?
Took a friend. I introduced a friend.
Aw.
Yeah.
The one who was so wildly impressed with the facility.
Correct. Yeah. So we did that, and then a little cardio. I'm old now. I'm old.
Lunch and a milkshake, that goes down at 66 Diner. You want to creep on Fred? He'll be having lunch there Friday.
That's gonna be fun.
Bring a stack of 8x10s.
You want me to?
Yeah, friends of the show are going to pop in, ask for autographs.
I tell you what, I will sign autographs for friends of the show if they make a donation to, what's a good charity we're messing with right now? Beds for Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you make a donation to Beds for Kids and you show me your receipt through their donation portal, signed autograph for you. There you go.
He will autograph your milkshake to go.
Whatever you want. I will Lady in the Tramp drink your milkshake with you.
Aw.
Yeah, 2 straws.
Sweet. New COVID. Awesome.
2 straws, 1 milkshake cup.
It's Throwing Thursdays at ABQ Axe. The boys give you $7.50 off per person, per lane, per hour. With all those savings, you can get yourself a Red Door Brewing little oat soda.
Let's go on that.
A little coldie.
Yeah.
You like a little coldie? We get all of our merch at the Duke's Team Store in the Nob Hill Shopping Center.
Know that.
In the weekends, well, basically every day. That's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. Hey, Fred, you excited for the next Olympics?
Could be.
You know who is? All the men for years and years and years, decades, who were really, let's be honest, repressed by the International Olympic Committee.
Okay, who are we talking about?
All of those water dancers. So now for the first time...
This is not a 15-minute segment.
For the first time in Olympic history, water dancing, artistic swimming...
For the record...
will be done by men
Friends
at
of
the
the
next
show.
Olympics.
For the record, I sent to Van today an article ranking all of the Major League Baseball broadcast teams across Major League Baseball.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 15-minute segment.
Yeah.
You have decided to go with Olympic water dancing.
Yes.
You don't want to talk about 6-time All-Pro guard and team captain Zach Martin.
I was waiting for you to get back to talk about
refusing.
Zach Martin.
Get back. I've been here the whole time.
You were handling business in the hallway or whatever. I wanted to talk artistic swimming with A. Marie and see what the betting landscape...
There's not.
For who's getting handicapped the hardest.
Alex Highsmith agreed to a huge 4-year, $68 million extension.
Uh-huh.
And you brought up on this program,
yes,
the inclusion of the male version of Olympic water dancing.
Correct. It's called artistic swimming, Fred. And it is, yes, it is a sport and an art. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Le'Veon Bell is equating his life to the life of a bug. More specifically, Disney's A Bug Life.
Yep.
Publicly.
We'll be doing that one too.
And you've decided to bring up the inclusion of Olympic water dancing.
It's one of the hardest things to do in the world.
Peyton Manning announced today that his terrible Netflix series, Quarterbacks, was renewed for a second season in Netflix.
Because it's awesome. You're just not into it. That's not your thing.
Have you ever treaded water for 10 minutes straight while doing interpretive dance?
The
Oh, yeah.
lust.
What is this?
With
By
a
the way,
s-
I'll look up the line.
With a small handful of
Van.
your best friends.
Van.
Artistic swimming. Olympic
Only friends.
artistic swimming.
Can I
Next
bet?
Olympics.
Matt Stafford declined the Rams' request to redo his deal.
Uh-huh.
Did you say
And
the
you-
okay? Artistic.
And you want to talk about in amateur athletics how now you can swim dance your way to the most worthless medal in the history of competitive Olympic sports.
How dare you?
Mm.
This is the perfect pinnacle of art and sport. And you're going to compare the antics of Le'Veon Bell to the most revolutionary announcements in the history of the Olympics?
An anonymous New Jersey Jets scout said that most people are afraid to admit that Aaron Rodgers has declined. And you decided to bring up on this program how finally, who's good at this thing? American Samoa has a chance at Olympic dance watering.
First
Ooh,
off,
there will be legal betting on all Olympic events for 2024, July 26th to August 11th in Paris. Very, very excited.
Especially.
Ooh, they will put out futures.
Let's go. Can you set a Google alert
Yes.
for artistic men's swimming
Yes.
futures being released?
Yes, we will.
Thank you.
Tell
Hey-
Jakey Poo too.
Did I tell you guys about that Alexa turn on the lights thing? Did I tell you guys that?
Turn on the light.
So
No.
when I go, hey, Alexa, hit those lights, she goes, okay. And then they all come on.
No, they don't.
It's brilliant.
All of them at the same time?
The ones I have set up.
Do you have them set up for separate rooms? You're like, hey, Alexa.
Correct. Yeah. It's crazy. And if I'm like, so whatever they have like numbers to them or whatever, but also if I'm like, hey, Alexa, hit those lights, they all go off.
Can you say full sentences? Can you be like, much like Van is turned on by next Olympics men's artistic swimming, will you turn on the kitchen light? Will she understand that request?
Hey, Marie, your microphone's bleeding your computer in there. Here's what I'm saying. That's so loud, eh, Marie? Like, why is that still going on?
Sorry.
He's really into it.
Hey, Marie's in there cutting up commercials. Multitasking, except for turning the mic off.
I thought I did.
And during the break, Amory said, listen, I like hosting a radio, but I hate being your producer. I go,
That
okay.
is not what I said.
Yeah.
I said I'm not a good producer.
Oh, how dare you? You're the best one. We have.
you're
Well, yeah.
you're currently the
I'll have
best
to
one.
choose from over here.
I'm so excited for this.
No, you're not.
Yes,
Yeah, we
I
do need to talk
am.
about NFL though.
We got a lot of NFL to hit.
Zach Martin, this cat with the Cowboys, says, I ain't showing. I'm woefully underpaid relative to the market.
And watch how lightning fast he gets paid. Way faster than any running back.
I would never pay a guy after the new Madden comes out and he sees his rating.
Especially if Madden gets it wrong.
He's a 99.
Overvalues him.
Hey, I've never heard of this guy. He's a 99.
6-time All-Pro.
Zach Martin is
Yeah.
a 99 in Madden.
He's one of the best in the biz at what he does. He's the one that matters, not the running back. He creates the holes for the running back.
That they don't use.
He keeps your quarterback safe. So every once in a while, he can take a play off and hand the ball to a running back that doesn't matter at all.
Similar to the actors and writers strike, he should strike with the running backs. Solidarity.
Leonard Fournette, speaking of running backs, practiced with the Patriots today. Tried out.
Had a little
That
tryout.
makes more sense.
A little tryout, I meant.
The Patriots want to get back to their winning ways. You got to surround yourself with winners like Super Bowl champion Leonard Fournette.
People that don't have to pay a lot.
They just miss the Tom Brady swag so bad that they're willing to take on his old teammates from other teams. They're like, hey, did you ever like rub shoulders with Tom Brady? And we mean this literally, Leonard. Because we need some of that mojo back. Please come to our team.
And he's like, sure, for like
Yeah.
no money.
The number one position in football is the quarterback, right? Obviously.
Correct.
The number 2 is probably the offensive line.
Left tackle.
Because you need so many of them.
The guy who protects the backside of your quarterback.
So underappreciated.
Because they protect the quarterback.
Correct.
From the Sports Animal text line, running backs about to quit the NFL and pick up swim dancing.
They better chance of winning.
Yeah.
Is that what you texted, Van?
No, I don't text myself anymore, A-Marie. Me and my therapist talked about that. It's not healthy.
I text myself notes.
Damn it. All right, I still do that.
Yeah, like things I need to do.
Never mind.
Grocery list.
You don't just put it in your notes and then erase your notes?
The real truth to this is I text my grandma's old cell phone number.
Okay.
So that's where I send like my grocery list and stuff.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Until somebody gets it, because I mean, like she passed away, but like.
Oh man, what's the statute of limitations for a new phone number?
Like, how quickly does like Verizon cycle through a phone number and give it back out to someone?
Right.
If someone texts me back, I'll find out.
That's very creepy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I do that.
You know what I would do if it was me, and obviously not you, the one texting.
This is a mental health issue, by the way.
Oh yeah. You text back as their deceased family member is what you do.
Okay. So
give them a little solace from beyond the grave.
I want to make sure I understand this correctly. You're going to go to Verizon, get my grandmother's cell phone number.
Correct. And then text you back.
Respond to me
as your grandmother.
Wow.
And then
That's
this is
wild.
going to be the nation's #1 hit sitcom.
No, it's not. In the NFL, if you sign a deal over 3 years, you're an idiot. That's my new hot take.
How I Met Your Grandma.
You never...
I hate how much I laughed at that.
She was lovely.
The Big Graham theory.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we get back, any of the many NFL stories I just went over.
2 Men and a Ghost.
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Taking another look at your traffic this afternoon. Westbound is a little bit slow. If you choose Paseo del Norte, that starts slow at Jefferson. Stays that way out to about 2nd Street. And I-40 westbound, slow from the interchange out to about Rio Grande.
Brought to you by the Lazy Boy Furniture Distribution Center tent sale.
It's the Lazy Boy Furniture Distribution Center tent sale. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Save up to 50% on closeouts, overstocks, upholstery, and more. Everything is priced to sell at the Lazy Boy Distribution Center tent sale this weekend on Jefferson between Osuna and Singer. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
I'm surprised Bradley Beal ended up in Phoenix. That makes them really good when healthy. Depth not important.
It's overrated. It gets to the postseason. It's about being healthy, not having 9 or 10 guys that can play.
Guy gets hurt. Who's next?
If you lose one of your stars,
You're done?
not winning a championship. Anyway.
Are they the best team in the West?
Yeah.
Start your morning weekdays at 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
School on! Save on!
Back to school is on, and Staples has great prices on everything you need for your best year yet. Save on notebooks. Save on headphones and laptops. Save on pens, markers, and all the essentials. And right now at Staples, save up to 60% on select notebooks, markers, and more. School on, save on at Staples, where school savings are always in session. And $7.29. Prices may vary in-store and online.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way, offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
With every other attorney in town talking about winning and how much they've won, it's time we look at the facts and set the record straight. Learn & Row has helped over 150,000 people collect billions of dollars for their injuries, with over $1 billion recovered in the last 5 years alone. We have over 50 attorneys and over 400 legal professionals and their resources to fight for you. The reality is, there's Learn & Row, then there's everybody else.
Learn & Row can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state offices. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Glenn Lerner is only licensed in Nevada.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Keeping your kids safe is a full-time job, whether it's putting on outlet covers, installing child gates, or gluing down your priceless vase. So Duracell made one part of childproofing simple. Our lithium coin batteries are the only ones coated in a non-toxic bitterant to help discourage swallowing. Your kid is safer, and you've got one less thing to worry about. Or glue down. Duracell, engineered for more. Available in 2032, 2025, and 2016 sizes.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Go green with Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Beat the heat with a high-efficiency AC or heat pump system from Daniels. Right now, Daniels is offering instant rebates on high-efficiency heat pump systems and take advantage of federal tax credits. Your investment is protected with their 10-year parts and 5-year labor guarantee. Daniels financing with plans to fit any budget, including 0% interest. Start your project today with a free estimate, 898-8860. Stay cool, calm, collected with Daniels, and go green today.
I can't wait for what's next, even with higher stroke risk due to atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Eliquis, the Pixaban tablets, reduces stroke risk. It's the #1 cardiologist-prescribed blood thinner.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or have antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising, or if you have tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take medicines such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Sound off right now at 246-0610. Come on!
When the pop rap charts make the art fade away. That's the whole tragic.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. 2 men on 95.9 FM AM 610, the sports animal. I'm Van Nunley. Across from me, one Fred Slow.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Other side of the glass, A. Marie Castillo.
Hey.
All right, you have full artistic freedom right now, A. Marie. Softball us in some NFL. I'll start. Zach Martin's going to get paid way faster than any running back. They're going to negotiate in the next 3 days. It will be done before camp starts. Because he matters.
Now, mandatory NFL headlines with A. Marie Castillo.
Now, I'm not trying to critique Amory's bit.
Okay.
But should she drop the NFL thing when we're already talking NFL?
Yeah, that's bad timing. I love the song. Let's keep reiterating.
The song is fine.
I will reiterate that. But we were talking. You don't drop it when we're already talking NFL.
You drop it when Van's talking Olympic dance dads.
Yeah, you had the perfect opportunity.
Oh, man.
Last segment.
Yeah, I forgot to set an alarm for that. I'm doing that right now, by the way.
You're over there setting podcasts is what you're doing.
You're setting an alarm?
I'm setting an alarm for the futures for the Olympics.
Thank you. For artistic men's swimming. Not just any Olympic event. The good one.
Amory, give us some sort of weird update on Saquon Barkley.
Okay,
whatever.
Saquon Barkley and Josh Jacobs Tony Pollard is getting paid, so I'm not putting him in this category. They are not going to be reporting or going to practice or training camps. And guess what? They have to be signed by week 10. If you didn't know, now you know. So there is time. If any of you are worried, fantasy owners.
It's good that the NFL created goalposts because they move the goalpost more than anyone.
Yeah. They sure do.
Brandon Jacobs said, by the way, I didn't know he talks.
Really?
If the NFL won't respect running backs, eliminate the position. Okay.
Dumb.
That's a little dramatic.
That's dumb. Chill out.
Brandon Jacobs.
They're still getting paid.
What are you going to call it? Like fat wide receiver?
That's what Brandon Jacobs was as a running back.
Well, I think it's a little ridiculous.
Okay.
And it's just going to go in circles, and it's fine.
Amory,
they're still getting paid.
Amory, you like football.
I a little bit.
Rank the most important positions on the field for me. Just start naming
Currently?
them. Yeah. Right now, go.
Quarterback.
Okay. Duh.
I agree. I agree with Fred. For once, offensive line.
Okay. OL or just going to specifically left tackle? Let's go by the position.
Let's go tackle.
Okay, let's
guard.
Blindside tackle.
Yeah.
We're not gonna mess up the lefties here.
Okay. Quarterback, left tackle, then what you got?
Okay. I actually think DBs are important.
Okay.
Because they are covering this.
That's multiple positions.
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, cornerbacks.
Van's been called.
Cornerback.
Quarterbacks,
Okay.
then safeties.
Then safeties.
Go linebackers.
Okay, then
what?
Then linebackers.
Wait, but I gotta throw the receiver in between the quarterback and the safeties.
Okay, quarterback, left tackle, cornerback,
wide receivers,
wide receiver, and then safety, then linebacker.
I'm getting too ahead of my thoughts. I wanted to cover the full offensive line.
Okay, not groups, positions, not position groups.
All right, after the right tackle, go left. After left tackle, go right, and then go guards.
Okay,
right and left.
Other tackle.
This is like a native Albuquerque giving directions.
Guard.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're already 9
Okay,
positions deep, and you haven't even thought about saying running back. And you forgot.
And then running back.
Yeah, and you forgot the second and third wide receivers, who are also more important than
I
friggin'
want to put
running
them
back.
in between cornerback and safeties. Those all 3 receivers.
No. Those are 3 different positions.
Oh, and tight end. I
Yeah.
forgot tight end.
Yeah.
This is hard.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Running back is the last one.
It's just not a running back game anymore, my friends. That was the point.
As much as, this program and me personally is pro-labor.
And me personally.
Yeah, I am very pro-labor. I am pro-worker.
Friend of the show.
You got to realize the running back's the least important position on the field. And I'm talking kicker, too.
Friend of the show, Joseph, says that in the TBT, New Mexico's team is chasing 1 at the end of the third.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. You got to move cornerback more in front. Well, okay. That's what I'm saying, though. But the most important positions on the... Okay, let me start over. Quarterback, offensive... I'm going to do groups.
Okay.
Quarterback, offensive line, wide receivers. Then you go to your DBs.
Okay, crickets.
Let's go linebackers.
Linebackers.
Maybe I'll put a fullback in there. Just kidding. A tight end.
Tight end. Okay.
Maybe running back. And then running back, maybe.
Running back's the last. Even if you do it by position, even if
I
you
guess
do it by
defensive
group,
line is very important
they're
as well.
always the least important. So I get it. Again.
But it's not going to, the position's not going to go away. They're just mad they're not getting paid as much as the receiver or DB or quarterback.
Yeah. I got quarterback, left tackle, number 1 wide receiver, then cornerback, then number 2 wide receiver.
Okay.
Okay. Then D end, then the 3rd wide receiver. Okay. Then your other tackle. Okay.
Okay.
Then your guard, then your other guard, then your center, then your other defensive end, then your interior defensive line, and then finally the running backs.
Yes. Fred, I'd like to hear yours.
He's got linebackers behind running backs. Fred has the exact same list as me, except for linebackers and running backs are switched.
I'm looking at this roster for Team Enchantment, not to interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
I've hooped with a lot of these guys. I feel like I could hang.
Yeah, you're
I'm just
tall.
saying. I should have went out.
Well, we are doing
I
a
could have
program
been a
right now.
contender. I could have been champion of the
Oh, you
world.
mean try out for the team or be there right now?
Try it out for the team.
Okay. So just want to clear that up.
Yeah.
Oh, long snapper.
Oh, God.
See, long snapper is more important because it gets.
Are we still keeping the fullback alive? I like a good
gets the
fullback.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, don't let the fullback
The
die.
fullback died when the kick returner died. They're
Are-
all dead.
There's like two good
CJ
fullbacks.
Ham for the Minnesota Vikings got
Who?
paid before Dalvin Cook
Exactly.
I don't even know who that is. Is he the guy who fair
don't know who
catches
a
it
lot
every
of-
time?
did. Fair catches? No.
There's one good kick returner in the entire NFL, and he plays.
I'm not talking about kick returners.
Oh, that's who I'm talking about.
Okay.
And he plays in Kansas City.
Or for
The real
the Atlanta Falcons?
The real Super Bowl MVP.
Who's the real Super Bowl MVP?
Here's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Kadarius Toney.
Whenever Devin Hester entered the NFL in 2006, he was the best player in the NFL.
Oh, I didn't put kick returners
That's
on my
what I'm
list.
Yeah.
So
Well,
also a
special
really
teams,
good
though-
kick returner. A good kick returner above a running back too.
They don't kick anymore. So
Well, they kick, but special teams. See, this gets complicated. We need to start this all over sometime.
We don't. We've already solved it.
Okay.
I mean, what are we doing right now?
Number one, I support running backs getting paid. Number two, I know why they're not. Okay, sweet. Let's go.
Special teams is very important.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
it's the least important of the three facets of the game. It might even be the fourth most if you put
the
timeout
fourth?
management over it. Number one, offense. That's a given. Number two, defense, because why not? Number three, timeout management. Number four, special teams.
No, I'd reverse.
Reverse what?
Special teams.
To what?
Or tied with time. I'll give you tied with timeout management. I'll give you tied.
It's tied with this thing I just made up.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Clock management.
Clock management.
Super important.
That's same as offense. Here's what it goes: offense, defense, timeout management, 2-minute drill, then special teams.
Ooh, this
I
is a
mean,
good debate, actually.
Let's not discount who's got the best cheerleading squad. Because if you keep your fans
Yeah,
into the
obvious.
game, that's way more important than special teams. Home field
Some
advantage.
teams don't have cheerleaders.
Yeah.
What?
Called idiots.
Yeah, losers.
Yeah.
What is this? A team in Utah?
You didn't know that some teams didn't have cheerleaders?
NFL stadiums is the thing I've been to the least. I think I've been in 6, maybe. I feel like they all had cheerleaders. So if they all don't, I'm going to say I did not know that.
Okay, well, there is 8 teams that do not have cheerleading
All
squads.
right, hold on. Friend of the show, Joel, said this: how the loudness of the crowd is more important than special teams.
Yeah.
I
Who
agree with
keeps the
that.
crowd going?
Yeah.
The cheerleaders. So give me the cheerleaders ahead of the running back, too.
The Bills, Bears, Browns, Packers, Giants, Jets, Chargers, and Steelers do not have cheerleaders.
Dang, all the good teams and the Jets.
I've been told the Jets are winning the Super Bowl this year.
Good for them.
Pride of New Jersey.
Sweet jerseys. If you're a loser.
The new ones.
The bottom line in this whole thing is running backs will never get paid again. They've been systematically eliminated.
Yeah.
And that sucks. It sucks that we've already seen the best running backs to ever play the game.
It's not your fault for your skill set. It's Todd Gurley's fault for getting all that money and sucking immediately after he cashed that check. So
What?
blame Todd Gurley.
Wild how much stuff gets tied into the St. Louis Rams.
Don't blame Jerry Jones. Blame Todd Gurley.
The enchantment of taking the lead by 2 with 6 minutes remaining. Where we get back, today's I-9versity. The I-9versity of Boat Trillies.
Okay, let's go.
Boat Trillies whenever we get back.
Best of all time.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal is proud to partner with Mothers Against Drunk Driving New Mexico for their Walk Like Mad event. This walk supports Mad New Mexico services and hosts walkers from across the land of enchantment. Sign up now for this October 21st walk at UNM's Johnson Field. And as a thank you, use code TOPES23 for 2 free tickets to Mad's Night at Isotopes Park for the first 100 people. Just go to walklikemad.org/New Mexico. And we'll see you at the Walk Like Mad event.
What does it mean to be a good neighbor? It means rising up and being there for each other. For State Farm, it also means helping our customers because you are our neighbors. State Farm agent Art Sandoval wants you to know he's ready to help. To any State Farm customer facing financial burdens, call your State Farm agent. After all, now more than ever, being a good neighbor means everything. Art Sandoval, 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Keeping your kids safe is a full-time job. Whether it's putting on outlet covers, installing child gates, or gluing down your priceless face. So Duracell made one part of childproofing simple. Our lithium coin batteries are the only ones coated in a non-toxic bitterant to help discourage swallowing. Your kid is safer, and you've got one less thing to worry about. Or glue down. Duracell, engineered for more. Available in 2032, 2025, and 2016 sizes.
These days, it's important to know people and businesses you can trust. There's a lot of places where you can buy a vehicle, but there's only a few local dealerships where you'll find honest people who have your best interests in mind. And Fiesta Subaru is one of them. We've been helping our neighbors save money and drive dependable cars for years, and we'd love to help you. With new Subarus arriving daily, you're going to love our selection and the peace of mind you'll get driving a Subaru from Fiesta. So stop by and see us today at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas, or just start driving now at fiestasubaru.com.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now Mabriza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new place. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Every day, you breathe in thousands of tiny little germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Dan, a verified Navage user who writes, I've had trouble with my sinuses for decades. I always thought something like this was a gimmick, but one use and I'm hooked. I should have bought this a long time ago. The results are immediate and incredible, unquote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
The king of sports talk.
I have not given myself enough credit lately.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program. Today's I-9 Varsity, the I-9 Varsity Boat Trillies. League office 280 at i9sports.com, 505-312-4999. It was brought up to us on the text. We've done this one before. If we have done it, it's been years.
It's been literally years. Yeah.
Hey, Marie's never done it.
This is the trilogy of I-9. I don't know. It's the third time you've done it? Second time you've done it?
Definitely not third. We haven't had a trilogy of trilogies.
Also, I haven't done it.
We have had a double feature of trilogies, but never a trilogy of trilogies.
I will go first.
Okay, go.
Now, technically, there's more than 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's 32 films in my trilogy.
Okay.
What?
I'm going with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Boo.
What?
Huh?
There's 32 films.
Just do Avengers Endgame. That's the good ones.
Avengers Endgame is so good.
It's like legit good.
Totes.
Like cinematically good, like actual movie good. The rest of them are just mildly entertaining.
You're correct.
Yes, I am. Thank you. Often am.
There's 32 of them.
Okay, that's a bunch. Not what the word trilogy means.
$29 billion.
That's it?
That's almost $1 billion a film. What do you mean that's it?
I thought it'd be way more. I thought Endgame itself would make $29 billion.
Endgame made 2.7 billion.
That's pretty good.
Your turn, Van.
Pretty good. All right, I got to get my movie trilogy out of the way.
Okay.
And it's the greatest trilogy. This should be my cleanup hitter, but I'm pretty sure one of you guys are going to say it eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to go with director of Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, very good. Not the first one.
Van.
Told you. That's why I went first. My leadoff hitter, my Ricky Henderson, my George Springer, my Jose Altuve.
What do you want me to do? Taken?
My Kenny Lofton. What is that? The Worst Father trilogy?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, the trilogy. It's not the trilogy of horrible fathers today.
I forgot there was 3 of them.
The Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
It's the best trilogy ever made of anything.
The best impersonation you can do is a Bane impersonation.
Of the I-9 Varsity, my impersonations?
Yeah.
Bane's up there.
Bane is your number 1. From the live chat, who wants to go see Oppenheimer in the IMAX?
I'm going on Sunday.
I'm going sometime soon.
I don't believe it's out till the weekend.
I'm going to do the double feature.
And then you're going to go see Barbie?
No, I got to catch up and watch Asteroid City.
Oh.
Asteroid City sucked. Hey, Marie?
Austin Powers.
Not bad. Not going to lie. That's
I'm trying to go.
pretty good.
I could have gone with like my all-time favorite Star Wars, but I'm trying to spice it up. We'll do a little something different.
Yeah, it's hard to go with Star Wars because I just took it off the list. My trilogy is actually a trilogy of trilogies.
A trilogy of trilogies.
And actually, I guess it's
meta.
a quadrilogy because there's 12 of them. Is that right?
Yes.
Quadrilogy?
I believe so.
I'm not trying to be eloquent. Give me Star Wars.
Trilogy?
Yes, the original.
And the best Star Wars of all time is the first Star Wars. A New Hope is without a doubt the best
I won't fight you on
sci-fi
that.
Western of all time. And it's idiocracy to me that George Lucas and his arrogance in Lucasfilm and Light and Industries and John Williams and now Disney thought that they could recreate the best drug ever created, which was the original Star Wars, knowing that everything you give me after giving me the greatest thing of all time would never compare to it. They kept trying. And I commend them for that, but I condemn them for thinking that they would recapsulate that into a film that would enamor not just me, but this great planet Earth the way that the original Star Wars A New Hope did.
789 was a little derivative. It was kind of a meme of itself.
The Force Awakens was good.
There's some good ones in there. I mean,
Yeah.
it had some high points. Yeah, it got some good moments, but it was just like a meme of itself. Like
Correct.
Star Wars fans are just like drooling on themselves because there's new Star Wars. But if you step back and be a little objective, not so great. Not so great.
Especially after the best thing ever done
The Mandalorian.
is the original Star Wars.
Oh, okay. Next on my I-9 varsity of boat trillies.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand slanguage, that's the best of all time trilogies.
Yes.
Boat trillies.
I created that.
Mm-hmm. So something you said just recently.
Yes.
So I know there's a lot of people at home Googling boat trilly. You probably won't find any results on the internet.
You're looking up an anchor
Yeah.
or something.
If you're scoring at home, that's best of all time trilogies.
Yes.
You're welcome.
It's like the poop deck.
All right. I got Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly,
No, it's
and
stupid.
Damn.
No, Kendrick Lamar.
So Kendrick Lamar's second, third, and fourth albums are the three
Oh
best.
my gosh.
It's the three best album run in the history of hip hop. Nothing can touch it. Everyone is a beautiful piece of art. It's entertaining. There's absolute bangers. They're all original. They paint a beautiful picture. The lyricism is amazing. They're like living novels in musical form.
Team Enchantment pulls away, wins by 11.
Let's go.
All right.
Go
Nuevo
Team
Mexico.
Enchantment.
Hey, Marie?
Let's go The Matrix.
Not bad. Not bad.
Now, there's only 3 of those.
I know. Isn't that a trilogy?
Fred, just because you upped your game to a trilogy of trilogies
Well, I'm trying to
doesn't
be
mean
different.
we can't just go
I
trilogies
can't just be like The Godfather.
because it's not a trilogy. That's only 2 good ones.
All right, good point. Good
Third
point.
one
Like
was
I'm trying
garbage.
to, I'm trying to remind people.
That's why Oasis can't beat Kendrick.
Yeah.
Their third album sucks.
It's awful.
It's awful.
Awful.
James Bond. Now,
Wait, what?
Now, hold on.
there's 27 of them.
All right,
Okay.
what's next? Mission Impossible.
Yes.
I
yes,
knew
it is.
Sorry,
course it
didn't
is.
mean to ruin it.
You should have known his
There's
cleanup
only
hitter.
7 of those. I don't even care about that. That might as well be Twilight or Toy Story. But like James Bond is as good as it gets.
From friend of the show, Kyle,
Yes.
seconding my Kendrick trilogy. So
Okay.
shut out.
You can put
I'm
Fast
not fighting you on that either, man.
You can put Fast and the Furious in there or what?
Is it my
10 of
turn? Can
those.
I go? Can I go? Is it my
Yes.
turn? Not much of a trilogy. Oh, also from the Sports Animal text line, Kendrick. All caps. Van is correct.
Definitely maybe
job, y'all.
What's the Story Morning Glory and Be Here Now.
Nope, missed that one. All right, next on my I-9 varsity of boat trillies.
Uh-huh.
Not much of a trilogy, but it is in the vein of threes, and they will always have a special place in my heart.
Death.
That is one Craig Biggio, Jeff Bagwell,
Killer
and
Bees.
Lance Berkman.
Killer Bees.
The Killer Bees,
Oh, boy.
or for today, they're going to be the Killer Threes for trilogy. So give me my Killer Bees from my beautiful Astro-loving childhood. Bagwell, Biggio, Berkman.
Hey, Marie, give us the last one.
How about Oceans 11, 12, and 13?
No, they made the woman one, and I hated that.
That was the best one.
The woman one sucked.
The woman one was the best one. Yeah. Hate to break it to you, buddy. I know you were entranced by Matt Damon and Brad Pitt, but still,
Or Back to the Future.
the lady one was the best written one.
Ugh. You know what the problem is with those movies?
A lot. I mean, a lot. Let's be fair.
There is a lot wrong.
A lot. I mean, there's a lot wrong.
You see all these reviews on the new Indiana Jones where like the CIA director in the 50s is that Shawnette Renee Wilson. Is that her name? Shawnette Renee Wilson.
Go fish.
Anyway, she's African American like lady. And everyone's like, historically speaking, there is no way that the country of the United States of America would have a CIA director who was a black lady in the 1950s.
Right.
They go, this is the most preposterous
Sure.
story writing ever. You don't have to try to fit something into everyone. And like, and I'm not, you know me, I'm not a red pill guy. I'm not into any of that stuff.
No.
And you take a second, and you go, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
I mean, it's Indiana Jones.
what are we doing?
He's a college professor who travels the world solving mysteries.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be historically accurate.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Just seems like a weird outrage.
The Nazis didn't get shocked to death by a skeleton in a box. So we don't need to keep it exactly historically accurate.
I just don't know if I need
You
childhood.
could put a black lady in the 50s. It's fine.
Do I need childhood hero mind Indiana Jones at 90 years old running around? I guess he's probably CGI down, but you get the point.
Yeah. Isn't him and his father, Sean Connery, aren't they the same age? Just like Harrison
That's
Ford.
a really good point.
Yeah. Junior.
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 Wrap up the program whenever we get back. There's a lot of suggestions from the texter.
It's getting good.
All right, we might just recap all these.
Just do it.
We're recapping the boat of Trillies because the texters are going crazy. 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, And now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in New Mexico, so you can get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Art Sandoval at an even better price. That's right. State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. Art Sandoval is ready to help you save in Albuquerque. Call Art today at 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Keeping your kids safe is a full-time job. Whether it's putting on outlet covers, installing child gates, or gluing down your priceless vase. So Duracell made one part of childproofing simple. Our lithium coin batteries are the only ones coated in a non-toxic bitterant to help discourage swallowing. Your kid is safer, and you've got one less thing to worry about. Or glue down. Duracell, engineered for more. Available in 2032, 2025, and 2016 sizes.
Prosper One Floors is your local leader in residential and commercial concrete coatings. We offer many popular flooring systems, including epoxy, quartz, stains, and polished concrete. Protect and enhance your garage, patio, or walkway with our most durable flake floor system. With multiple options to choose from, our team will find a system that complements your home and budget. Take the first step to your dream floors today. Call 505-871-2848 for a free estimate.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Keeping your kids safe is a full-time job. Whether it's putting on outlet covers, installing child gates, or gluing down your priceless vase. So Duracell made one part of childproofing simple. Our lithium coin batteries are the only ones coated in a non-toxic bitterant to help discourage swallowing. Your kid is safer, and you've got one less thing to worry about. Or glue down. Duracell, engineered for more. Available in 2032, 2025, and 2016 sizes.
The only part of your morning that doesn't suck. The Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 till 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Wrapping up the program, catching up on what we missed today. We're mostly talking text and live stream. We did the boat of Trillies. Friend of the show, Joel, says FDR.
The only one to do it. He's the boat of Oval Office trilogists.
I don't know how I left John Wick off the list.
Well, isn't it more than a trilogy,
More
though?
than a trilogy now.
That's why I didn't either. Yeah. I love John Wick.
Again, this is the I-9 varsity. You make your own rules.
I'm still new, remember?
Of course.
Jimmer Fredette never missed a shot.
He made a lot of trilogies from deep.
My God.
If Jimmy Fredette had never missed a shot, he'd have done a lot better in the association.
Yeah.
Rumor has it he was weird.
He gonna be the next Pistol Pete. Mark my words.
No, he cannot pass.
Passed on getting that second contract.
Pistol Pete averages 44 points a game in college. His dad's the head coach. Of course he did.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me you're not going to be there in 4 years without telling me you're not going to be there. Pistol Pete and his dad. I don't know what the Trilogy of Terror is. What is that? Is that like a horror movie?
I mean, the word terror's in it. Is some kind of George Bush documentary?
I have no clue.
Terror.
Back to the Future on the list. We talked. That's kind of how this thing
Yeah.
opened.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about Mission Impossible.
But that's not a trilogy.
Back to the Future is a trilogy.
No, but not Mission Impossible.
What? There's way more than 3 of them.
Okay, well, if we're going that route, I would have changed my whole list. I thought we were just doing movies that have.
Yeah, she would have done LeBron and D Wade and Chris Bosh. We get it.
You could do anything. Hey, look.
Oh, like teams to 3-peat?
No, just 3 guys.
Underrated.
3 Stooges.
Hanson?
Second one.
Good one.
Second
Blink
one.
182?
Good one.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Keep going. Never mind.
Dixie Chicks?
Also good.
Okay.
Nirvana.
Is that done?
It's Nirvana.
SWV?
What's that?
The good
You don't know
members.
the group?
The good members of the Beatles.
R&B?
TLC. Good
Love
members of
TLC.
the Beatles.
Sisters with Voices.
Yeah,
That
come on.
SWV.
Yes.
Hey, they had their day. Oh, buddy, they had their day. Underrated all time.
Okay.
Tearjerker. First one, legendary. Got progressively better.
Tear is my least favorite version of jerking.
Toy Story trilogy.
There's 4 of them.
I don't.
Hmm?
Yeah.
3 good ones.
The third one messed you up.
Third one.
How
the
many
end.
Jurassic Parks are there?
Who's Asic?
7 or 8. Now there's Jurassic World.
Mm.
Also, that Chris Pine, is that his name?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He sucks.
What?
Hey, he hates ladies.
Yeah.
Put that on your radar, Anne-Marie.
Oh, he hates ladies?
He hates
So
ladies.
do a lot of dudes.
I do. Yeah, I do connect with that energy, actually.
Yeah.
What about the Dollars trilogy?
What's that?
The Clint Eastwood, Fistful of Dollars, Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Oh.
Yeah. That's underrated all time.
I was never a Lord of the Rings guy.
Same.
Never.
Or Harry Potter.
Harry Potter is more than 3. Yeah, just never.
I'm going to keep my dorkiness to Star Wars.
Same.
Star Wars, hip hop, The Wire. Anything beyond that might be too much.
I can't. Like children in movies miss me. Like super miss me.
What do you mean?
Like kid wizards and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm good, man.
We were kids when it came out, though.
I was not.
Yes, you were. It was when we were in middle school.
100% it was not.
If you say, oh God, I'm going to mess up his name, Voldemort?
Yeah.
If you say Voldemort is a good movie villain, you're an idiot.
Now, are you talking about the movies or are you talking about the books, Amory?
Both.
Yeah, when did the
movies came out in 01, and I was definitely in high school.
Oh, okay. So was I, freshman.
Voldemort tried to kill a kid and couldn't do it in like 8 books. That's not a good villain.
It's a bad villain.
I don't care if he's got a stupid face. Like, he's as bad of a villain as Liam Neeson is as bad of a father. If we're talking trilogies. Voldemort's
I didn't realize there were
Voldemort's
3 Takens, by the way.
Voldemort's a bumbling idiot.
Crazy.
From friend of the show, Joel. No, we did not say Godfather.
Yeah.
Because Godfather's not a trilogy. There's only 2 good ones.
I didn't want to state the obvious.
Terminator? Is that what the obvious is?
Also more than a trilogy now,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I'm just saying. It's like, it's diverse.
What about Men in Black?
Yeah, there's only one good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men in Black 2 is not bad. Mighty Ducks?
Boston sports fanatic, friend of the show, Craig, says Larry Bird
That's 3 MVPs.
has a trilogy of MVPs.
I guess the 90s Bulls twice.
Yeah.
2 trilogies. Almost a Star Wars worth of trilogies.
Yep. Fast and Furious definitely on the list. All right, now, according to friend of the show, Joel, Germany is just one world war away.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The worst
that note-
trilogy ever.
You know, this is Mario. That's where we got this.
Yes.
Mario's also
We
a pretty
grew up
strong
in the same
trilogy.
era.
Hey, Marie, you know I have a Mario tattoo? No, because I wear long sleeves all the time.
Pants.
And pants. Hey, Marie, you're off tomorrow. Van, final words?
Too much for the time allotted, my friend. Anything we didn't cover, make sure you check out tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
From Vegas, huh?
Vegas, baby,
Pretty
Vegas.
crazy. Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.